We are live. Welcome back, people. I'll give it a chance to let the people come in and come into the stream a little bit. But welcome anyone that is waiting. Fantastic news today. Absolutely fantastic news. I'm ecstatic. Thank goodness for the Mourinho mind games. Let me just try and get this. Thank goodness for the Mourinho mind games. In the fact that man like Sir Harry Kane, MBE, is back in the starting 11. Thank you, mother. Oh, thank you.
I did wonder about that yesterday at the press conference when he said Harry would be the first one back, and I was just back of my eyes thinking,
today. I was kind of the same because he didn't.
So why wasn't there a follow-up question to that? When do you think that might be?
And the thing is as well, like the in previous press conferences, he's always specifically stated like, "Oh, I think he'll be back for Everton or Man City." Yeah. Whereas he didn't specify anything about that at all. He was kind of like, "Oh, out of all of them, Lo Celso, Dele, Reguilon, Kane, Kane will be the first to be back." And it's just like, how are you that certain that he's going to be back? Well, we now know because apparently he's fully fit and recovered. And I tell you what, it's quite interesting. In fact, let me get it up right now because I saw someone clock this on Twitter, right?
Sorry, I'll just shut that up in a second. There you go.
I was saying, I saw someone clock this on Twitter before, and it's always one of those things where I always try and rubbish it because it's like, it seems like such a minor thing to focus on. But give me 1 second. You'll understand what I mean in a minute. And I think a lot of other people might know when it came to Jose Mourinho's Instagram. So he posted. Let me see if I can zoom in first before it. There we go. So let me just share my screen now so you lot can see. Share screen. We'll current tab. We'll go for Jose Mourinho's Instagram. There you go. Right. So you can see that, right? That's all there. Oh wait, hold on. No, there we go. Now you can see it, right? So he posted this to his Instagram. Yesterday, saying the boots and everyone's ready, right? People noticed that. I wonder if I can zoom into them. These phantoms, these white boots here. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Like these white Nike boots here. Those are Harry Kane's boots. So everyone, I saw people go on Twitter being like, "Oh my God, his boots is there. Oh, is he going to be back? Blah blah blah." And then I was like, "Nah, anyone can have those Nike boots. Like, it means he could be training, but that doesn't mean he's going to be in the starting 11." That could have been many things. But it turns out it is Kane, and it's Kane's getting ready. So I'll quickly run through the lineup again. Not again, sorry, for the first time. We'll do it again closer to kickoff because obviously more and more people will arrive by then. But starting off with West Brom, that's just what I've got so far. Johnston, Peltier, Ajayi, Bartley, Townsend, Snodgrass, Maitland-Niles, Sawyers, Gallagher, Grant, Diagne. So I don't know if that's pronounced right, but that Diagne's the one they got from West Ham in the summer. Snodgrass as well. Maitland-Niles, they just got on loan from Arsenal. So, it could be a little bit of beef there. Who knows? But more importantly, the thing that you're all here for is the Spurs lineup. Lloris in goal, backcourt of Aurier, Alderweireld, Sanchez, Davis. I'm happy he's dropped Dyer after his mistake last time. I don't think any Spurs fan in the world would have been happy with him if he kept Dyer in the team. Sanchez, I'm still iffy about. I would have preferred Rodon, but at the end of the day, as long as he's punishing the players that make the mistakes, that should hopefully fire them to do better next time. Højbjerg and Ndombele make the middle two. And what's most interesting is that no Bergwijn, but it is Lamela, Lucas, Son, Kane. And I think, to be honest with you, after his performance in the last game, Lamela probably deserved to start because when he came on, he was actually probably the only player in the whole team that actually looked like he was going to create something or do something. And I think
how many times has he done that as a sub? And then when he starts the next game, he hasn't done it. Please prove me wrong, Lamela.
I'll just
become the player we know you can be.
Yeah. We actually touched on that when he came on. We were like, oh, he's like a super sub almost. He brings on
20 minutes. Great, he looks great. When you're bloody playing from the start, he goes missing.
I agree with you, but hopefully we're proven wrong today. Just quickly on the bench, Doherty, Rodon, Dyer, Sissoko, Bergwijn, Bale, Scarlett, and Vinicius. So Dane Scarlett. I said to you the other day that I thought Alfie Devine was going to make the squad, but it actually turns out Scarlett is one of the youngsters that makes it, which I mean's fair enough. I mean, it's a youngster that if we are quite a few goals up, which everyone's very much doubting right now, given our current ability. But if we do, for whatever reason, go 4-0 up or something, it could be a good opportunity to just stick a youngster on and have someone on the pitch that's gonna have a lot of.
But it's good experience for them to always be mixing with the first team squad. So to have, just give them that exposure. So it might be one game, one the next game, etc. But you're getting them in and around the squad. So if they ever are required, they're not phased by being with these players.
And Jose said in his press conference the other week, I think it was last weekend, he was saying how Alfie Devine and Scarlett are now training with the first team every single day now. So they train with the first team, but they go and play academy matches, but then obviously in some cases, like today, we might need one of them. So last weekend, was it the Brighton he was on the bench for? I think it was. Alfie Devine was on the bench, but this weekend it seems to be Dane Scarlett's on the bench. So I think he's really seeing a lot of promise in these 16-year-olds like that. Bearing in mind how many under 23s players we have that can't make the squad, yet he's putting trust in these 16-year-olds to be on the bench. Really does kind of show like they must have some serious talent. They must have some serious talent if he's putting them in the squads with the first team and training with them every single day. So I'm excited to see for their future. To be honest with you. Good point from me.
It would be nice to be stuffing a team for once and then get a chance to put these players on, but we don't seem to be capable of that at the moment.
We managed to do it against Marine, and then Scarlett got a goal. So I'm like, sorry, not Scarlett. Sorry, I mean Devine got a goal. So I'm like, against this sort of opponent, obviously we can't win any sort of opponent off this season, but from the level that Spurs are trying to be at, in reality, we should be beating West Brom easily. I know it wasn't the case in the away game. It was a struggle. It took a last-minute ball from Doherty into Kane for us to actually win that game. But especially being at home and the fact the players know we need to bounce back. And I think everyone in the team's got to be lifted by the fact that Harry Kane's going to be back in the team. You'd like to think we'll go out and try and win this game heavily. And in that case,
he better be fully fit. He better.
Good point here from May Gunai saying that Japhet Tanganga needs some game times for Tottenham Hotspur. And this is the one thing I'm confused about because Mourinho seems to trust him a fair bit last year. And loved him. But then we just haven't really seen anything of him. We saw him in a couple of FA Cup. Well, we saw him in an FA Cup game. But that's about it. We haven't seen too much of him, which I'm surprised by because he looked like such a promising talent.
Yeah. No, I know. He looks good. He's short, though. That's his only...
but that's why I feel like he can do well if the right backs aren't doing well, or even left back if the fact that Reguilon's out and Davis isn't doing well recently. Why not put him left back? Because it might not have been his best game, but he did it at Watford away last year. He played right back, centre back, and left back quite a few times last season, in the second half of the season. So I do find it a bit strange that he's not integrating him a bit more in this side. Like he's not even on the bench today, kind of thing. Which I think is a real shame, but obviously something must be happening at the training that he's not necessarily too pleased about, but we'll see. I think it's a tough one, right? We're at the tail end of the season and we're going to need our strongest team week in, week out now as we try and get through all competitions. We've obviously got Everton midweek. They'd be buzzing. They've got a couple of wins and then that last minute equaliser against United away.
Oh, that was sweet.
So they're in good form right now, really. So that's going to be a tough one. But obviously we've got that. We've got Europa League the week after, I believe. We're going to have to start fielding out some really, really decent teams. So it's going to be harder for players like Tanganga or I don't even know some of these.
Rodon needs to get more game time.
Vinicius, I think, is probably going to be our Europa League striker, no doubt, for now until we get later in the competition. But I feel like in every other competition, league, obviously FA Cup, I can't see him getting much more game time, which is a bit sad. But
I don't know. Jose has made it very clear that we are going for the Europa. He has all the way long made that clear. So, so it's getting to the stage now. We're getting later and later in the competition. You're going to start seeing stronger and stronger lineups, and it's just a question 100%. Of how
I think he can
balance the squad and give them that game time and allow them the rest that they need.
Yeah, I think he can risk for obviously the first game, the first fixture, in the Europa League for it to be an easier, a more second team to play because obviously it's the lowest ranked team in the Europa League, and we still managed to win with partly a second team in the group stages. against better opponents. So I'm expecting a second team for that, like Vinicius to play in that and Lucas and whatnot. But obviously, like you said, if we then draw someone really difficult in the round after, he's got to go for the first team. Because at the end of the day, the Europa League is killing two birds with one stone. We're already miles off the pace in the league, in the fact that we're 14 points behind City. But
we're no longer in that conversation.
No. But I'm not even just talking about winning the league, because obviously winning the league is mild. We're definitely not. I'm talking about top four. We're what are we, like 7 points or 8 points behind Liverpool in fourth with only one game. We're miles.
You need to go on the kind of run that Man City have gone on, and there's no sign that we're going to do that at the moment.
Exactly, which is the reason why I think the Europa League is going to be such a big thing for Mourinho. Because one, he's won it before with Man U, and he didn't have the best Man U side playing for him when he won it with them. Two, it kills two birds with one stone. You get Champions League football, and you win a European trophy, which is something Spurs haven't done in 40 years.
But I've said to you before, George, the danger is you don't want to be all your eggs in that basket. We obviously top four is very, very important to us.
Of course. It's not like we're giving up on the league right now, because at the end of the day, we still got to win all the matches we can. West Brom today needs to get us onto a good start. I think Everton in the FA Cup could be a little bit of a sacrifice. He might not put a proper first team, because at the end of the day, we've got Man City in next weekend, and the league matches are very, very.
I expect to see, more of the old first team. So your Winkses.
Yeah, Lucas probably. He's playing today.
I know he's playing today, but the players that haven't been regulars this year, that were regulars last year. I mean, one or two of them getting in the team now just because of injuries. Like Davis was obviously the kind of second choice. He's now, while Reguilon's out, first choice, so he's in the team. Yeah. But you'd normally expect those kind of players to be rested.
Yeah, so, Annabelle, it's on
him to come in when Reguilon's rested is what you would expect in the FA Cup, but still have a strong lineup. And it's interesting because against Everton, who were obviously strong and got their own motivations this year. So
I like this question from clearly a Man City fan, Charlie Everett, saying, if Spurs win the Europa, do you think you should keep Mourinho? And I'm like, well, yes, he's the only manager in our Premier League history to win a decent trophy, really. So that would be the most idiotic thing, is if he actually wins us a major trophy at that, and then we sack him. Like, what the hell is that going to do? No chance.
Europa will be massive for us, given what we've been like since the Joe Lewis Levy reign.
Yeah,
as a club, in terms of the structure of the club, in terms of the attraction, in terms of being able to get players in, etc. We've grown massively, but that trophy thing is massive to us. And sorry, League Cup just won't do it for me.
No, it won't for me either.
If we win the League Cup this year and that's it, and even League Cup and Champions League is not good enough. Let's win an FA Cup. Let's win the Europa. And just
I
show
think
that we're serious contenders.
League Cup and top four I can be content with.
No, you won't keep Harry Kane with that. You won't. Keep
that's the main problem. That's what I was alluding to.
You win a couple of things this year.
No, but what I was more saying, as a fan, I'm seeing progress in that, because at the end of the day, we've managed to get back to top four, which we were miles out of last year. We managed to get back to top four and actually win a trophy, which we haven't done in God knows how long. So what I'm saying is that's a step in the right direction. But I do agree with you that it's not good enough for what we want to achieve. Like, because a League Cup, like, come on, man, it literally is a Mickey Mouse. As much as we'll get that,
it was just made the exact point. If you can pull that one up.
Which one?
Dylan, back third from.
Oh, this one. If we win Europa, then I think Jose will be back to bring more players as we could get Champions League football. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And the thing is, at the end of the day, Jose in the summer, I guarantee you, the one big signing we'll do in the summer will have to be a top quality centre back. And I think if we win the Europa League and get Champions League football, like you said, I do think he will be backed, and we will get that top quality centre back.
You've got to get the spine right, haven't you? Hugo, he has his moments, but he's still top class. He's still.
I think he's still class. There's a lot of people in our family ripping into Hugo, and I'm so confused because I genuinely think he has been obviously apart from the past couple of games, he had a couple of mistakes, but before that, I thought he had been unreal the past year for us. Since he came back from his injury back in March last year, I thought he'd been phenomenal, to be honest with you. Definitely better than what he was prior to that. Yet somehow they're saying he's not good enough. So I'm like,
yeah, but that position, as soon as you do 1 or 2 mistakes, that's it. Everyone gets on your back, and
true.
you know, it's soon forgotten about.
But then I'm also thinking, right? Okay, obviously we do eventually have to think about a Lloris replacement because he's not the youngest player in the world. I know goalkeepers can last a while, but you still got to always plan for the future. But then I'm just sitting here thinking, right now, what goalkeeper in Europe or even the world would you realistically get that could be an improvement on Lloris? If you think about it, who could you get? Because people will start throwing around young names like Donnarumma.
Realistic ones that we can attract.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like people like Donnarumma, or whatever his name, is not going to be one that Spurs can get because he's one of the highest sought after young goalkeepers in the world. He's going to end up going to a Real Madrid, Barcelona, whatever, because this is like the next gen Buffon we're talking about here, is what he's basically been labelled at. And you think Spurs are going to get him? And then people are talking about Ajax, the Ajax one, Onana, which is someone I said yes to, but he's just got a 12-month ban.
Yeah,
he's got a 12-month ban for having drugs in his system that are considered banned. But I think that whole situation was ludicrous. Did you see the chat when I spoke about it, Dad?
I saw the nonsense that it supposedly took his wife's pills by mistake.
No, but it was the thing is, like, at first when I read that, I'm the way you are. I'm like, oh yeah, it's that kind of story. Like, he's done it by mistake, right? But then if that was the case where he's lying just to cover himself, the UEFA body, they agreed it was an accident. It was in the Ajax statement. They said, UEFA said, we acknowledge it was an accident, but we're still going to ban you anyway because it's your duty not to have it in your body. So if it actually was an accident and he's taken his wife's pill that she's prescribed rather than paracetamol, and then that's just come up in his urine test by accident, and he can't play football internationally, nationally, whatever, for 12 months. Is ridiculous.
Yeah, that 12 months, that'll be changed to 3 months, I reckon.
Yeah, they said
3 months will happen over the summer holiday as well. So
yeah, they said in the statement that he's appealing it, but I think you're right. I think he'll end up being a ban until the end of the season, and then he'll get to go again next season. But I still think that whole thing is nuts. Like, I can't believe they agreed that it was an accident, but then are still banning him for a year because of it. That, just to put that into perspective, that's basically UEFA saying if you get drugged and someone's trying to, do some bad stuff to you, it was your fault for getting drugged. Is effectively what they're saying there. So you get a ban.
It's quite that, George, but
that's what they're saying. They're saying it's an accident, but we see you've taken it by accident, but it was your fault for letting it go into your body in the first place. Yeah. So you're going to get banned for 12 months. Exactly what they said. So,
or you go to a party. Do you have to make your own drink because you can't trust anyone else to make it for you? Because
you have to. As a professional, as a footballer, you probably have to.
Yeah, very weird. Right, I'm just going to leave you for 30 seconds or so because I'm actually colder than I thought it would be. So
that's why I can't jump on today because I'm a little bit cold. But yes, chat, we've got 12 minutes, less than 12 minutes until kickoff. I'm looking at the screen now and I'm seeing Harold Kane, MBE, walking around, training up, getting ready. That kind of thing excites me, to be honest with you. The fact that, like, today I was not looking forward to this game at all. I was thinking, brilliant. West Brom at home. The away one was tough. We're in bad form right now. I'm not looking forward to watching this. Is kind of what I was thinking until I saw Harry Kane on the score sheet. And then you actually have a little bit of life in you because you're thinking, aha, we got a chance. And it's sad to admit that at the moment, we basically are Harry Kane FC. Although I do think Reguilon plays a big part in the team right now. And I think missing him is huge for Spurs right now. I do honestly believe that he is just as big of a miss as Kane is when it comes to the defensive side and being able to attack on the left-hand side, which Davis can't really do as well. So, you know what? I'm buzzing to see Kane back in the team, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter because we weren't performing well when Kane was in the team before Liverpool. So as long as the players are kind of lifted, more rejuvenated now that Harry Kane's back in the team, hopefully he can start doing his dropping deep a little bit, collecting it, creating. Son is definitely out on the left and not as a striker as well now. And Lamella, you know what? It's time for Lamella and Lucas to kind of prove their worth in the starting 11. And I think it's a decent team. It's a decent team given the injuries. And I'm just praying that all goes well, man. I really do. I really do. XXX United XXX is saying, "Hi, how are you today? What do you think Man United can improve on?" I don't know about Man U, but I think De Gea had a couple of blunders yesterday. A lot of people were saying that he is majorly at fault for the mistakes leading to the goals for Everton. And I've always said that De Gea has been in a decline the past couple of years. So I think maybe Man U need to look at their next keeper, which is obviously looking like Dean Henderson. I think he had a fantastic season last year at Sheffield United. I feel like he should have gone on loan somewhere again, because in hindsight, I thought, all right, this is Man U's chance to actually, start Dean Henderson and give him a chance in the first team, considering how well we did last year. But then they haven't done that, and he's only played like a couple FA Cup games or whatever it may be. So I'm a bit surprised by that, and I feel like he should have gone on loan if they knew they weren't going to play him from the start. But I think a couple more blunders like this, and I think you'll start seeing Dean Henderson make his way into the first team for Man U, potentially, or at least try it out. Zakaria saying Ainsley Maitland-Niles to score a hat-trick would just be our Spurs luck. But you know what? I think hopefully we're sound today. Luke Ward, thoughts on Lloris? I said before, I rate Lloris. I think he's just had a really bad couple of games, to be honest with you. But since he's come back from injury back last March, I think he's actually done really, really well and improved as a leader and as a goalkeeper. And he's majorly a part for the fact that we conceded the least amount of goals in the restart, or I think jointly to Liverpool. City even. And the fact that we started off the season with the best defensive record in the league was partly down to Lloris. So I do rate him. I just think he's had a bad few moments the past couple games. So hopefully he can rectify that today and not make any major mistakes is what I hope for. Hopefully, yeah, there you go. Spurs News N17 knocking the nail on the head. Hopefully no silly mistakes from the defence today. That's been the major thing for Spurs right now. Silly mistakes from Dyer, Toby, Rodon, Davis. It could be any of them. I just know a lot of them have been at fault for a lot of the goals recently. So as long as they're solid today, I don't see why we can't win this game quite comfortably. But it's down to the team, the players at this point. Mourinho is now putting out another team that every fan is ecstatic to see. So at the end of the day, players need to start performing. And that's mainly at the defence, because our defence has been so shady the past month or so, I'd say now. So hopefully we see a better Spurs today.
Yep, got to agree with that. Agree with that. We've got to cut out the silly mistakes. Come on.
I actually want to see like the record for this season, because I'm almost certain,
how many?
I'm almost certain 85% of the goals we've conceded have come down to defensive errors. And there's not even a stretch. I actually think that's probably roughly the figure, which is insane. Because not too long ago, we had the best defensive record in the league. And even when we hit our bad form recently, we still had like the second best defensive record in the league, which just kind of goes to show how good the defense actually can be and how good they were at the start of the season. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just all kind of seemed to go downhill. At the start of the season, we seemed to have a good combo of Dyer and Toby. That seemed to be the one that was
Dyer and Toby with Højbjerg and Sissoko in front of them was just stopping everything.
But now
we just seem to move away from that.
Last couple games, Dyer's made way too many mistakes, in my opinion. And even Toby, I don't know Toby hasn't necessarily made direct mistakes, but when I'm watching the past couple of games now, most of this could be down to the fact that the players around him aren't necessarily good enough. But when I'm watching Toby play as well, the past couple of games, he's not necessarily looking totally up to scratch.
As dominant and normally, he controls the back rather than just being there.
Exactly.
He had one of that interception. He did a couple of game. It was there, but an amazing interception. Yeah. Well, we know he's got it in him.
But then also Rodon had an amazing.
It's not just about being there, and that's my concern with Sanchez. Is he's just there. I want to see him dominating, and then he does that at times. There are a few games where he looks good, and then he just kind of goes back in his shell. You have to be in charge.
You're right, though. I noticed that with Sanchez. At least, like you said there, with Toby, last-ditch tackle, amazing. Even Aurier did was it Aurier? I'm trying to work this out. It was Aurier, wasn't it? Who was it the other day? No, Rodon. I know Rodon did one amazing last-ditch tackle on Mane against Liverpool. And I'm pretty sure Aurier did one at one point as well. basically these defenders are doing these last-ditch amazing tackles, which is something you kind of never see from Sanchez. I don't think I can't remember the last time Sanchez did one of those kind of tackles where you're thinking, wow, that's like a really good defensive move. It's just like you said, he feels a little bit more like a passenger in the defense, which is kind of why I wanted Toby and Rodon to start today. But I guess I assume Mourinho's going for a little bit more experience, because even though Sanchez is still very young, he's obviously more experienced than Rodon is at centre-back in the Premier League, right? And he had to drop Dyer off of that mistake because he's done quite a few mistakes recently. So
it's not just one mistake, is it, though?
Yeah, exactly.
It's one or two a game. Sometimes we get away with it, sometimes we don't. But you can't have it every time the attackers come into the area that you're worried it's going to be a penalty. He had to go at Aurier about that. He seems to, touch wood, be doing a lot better as far as that's concerned.
Twitch Fix made a point here as well, saying, sorry, just on the Lloris thing before. Lloris is a world class statistically, and as a captain, people are getting angry at him because it's easy to blame a keeper. It's kind of what you were saying before, right? Like when there's a couple, when a keeper does a couple mistakes, even if that's the only mistake he's done in the last year, it's just so quick and easy to blame him and say, right, he's not good enough because he should have saved that, this, that, and the other. Yet we let outfield players get away with so much when it comes to giving the ball away or doing this, that, and the other. But when a keeper makes one mistake in the game, it's kind of wraps for them, which is, I think, it's a real shame. But I think this is like what I was trying to say. Like statistically, in the past year, it was, I think, here himself and Martinez at Villa, and I think Ederson have got like incredible statistics when it comes to goalkeeping. And obviously Mendy this season's got quite a lot of clean sheets, but he obviously only joined in the summer. So so I think Lloris has been unreal. Hopefully he can get back to his not doing his mistakes. But kickoff is in 3 minutes, people. 3 minutes.
Put the teams back up then, George.
Yeah, I was just about to do that because they showed the team lineup on the interestingly, it looks like Maitland-Niles for West Brom is playing centre mid, which I think he actually wanted to do at Arsenal a bit. But here we go. You've got Johnson in goal, Peltier, Ajayi, Bartley, Townsend. Make the back four. You've got a middle three of Snodgrass, Maitland-Niles, and Sawyers. And then Gallagher, Grant, Diagne. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Diagne. And then the Spurs lineup, the big one, which BT Sport are focusing on right now, is Tottenham Hotspur with man like Harry Kane back in the team. Hugo Lloris obviously in goal. Aurier Alderweireld. Sanchez is in for Dyer, who was dropped, presumably for his mistakes recently. And Davis obviously has basically solidified a spot while Reguilon is out injured. Ndombele and Højbjerg in the middle too. And interestingly, in the past few games, it really does seem to be that Mourinho is loving this Højbjerg and Ndombele combo, probably in preparation for Dele to come back, because he did say in his press conference that he sees Højbjerg and Ndombele playing in the middle together now that Ndombele can play a full 90 minutes at full strength with Dele Alli in front. But today we've got Lamela, Lucas and Son. I imagine Lamela in that number 10 role. Actually probably striker with Kane coming in the number 10 role, but then big man like Kane up front. So that is the Spurs.
So funny. When I saw that lineup earlier, I went down as far as Lamela and I saw Lucas was there as well. And I just went, oh, for sake. And looked down the subs. I went, Vinicius ain't even playing, man. He's not even playing a centre forward. And I totally missed that Kane was playing.
The picture was right there.
Where did that come from? I was like, oh, crazy. But yeah, I totally missed it. He was back.
I think this is all bollocks. What do you think of Reggie agreeing to move back to Madrid? I think that's a load of crap. Like, I can't see why that's the situation. They've got two left backs already.
And he has looked like when he's been here.
He loves Spurs. He was injured, got with the strap thing on his leg, watching All or Nothing in his home. He was watching the Amazon documentary. He loves it, man. Although some people were laughing joking about that, because he watched that. That was then when the stories came out that he agreed to go back to Real Madrid. So he probably saw what it was like throughout the season and was like, you know what, I got to get out of here quick. But no, I think he's fine. I think he loves it at Spurs. I don't know what, you could just see it in him. He loves it all.
George, you're going to have to do a virtual head and belly rub because Dino's still in his PJs and won't come on.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll have to do it to myself.
I can feel that. I can feel it.
You feel it, right? The energy. We feel it.
Come
on.
I feel it. That's good. That's good. That's what's been lacking in the last 3 games.
Now that Kane's back in team, like I feel the energy slowly building up, which then obviously means it's going to fall even harder when things don't work out the way we want them to. But the players have taken the knee, and that is kickoff. Spurs kicking off with Lamela. We're going from left to right. West Brom right to left. But there we have it. Let's go. Let's get a common new Spurs.
Disgusting kit.
Spammed. Yeah, I hate West Brom's kits this year. I think both of them, all of them are
disgusting.
Yellow
and red stripes.
No, but those stripes, all the stripes are uneven as well. But not only that, that's the same pattern for all of their kits. But their other one is green and yellow, and then they've got the white and like navy as well, but in the same pattern. Which is
Lamela run through.
Already positive with Lamela. We are going for a ball in, not the best, but it still falls back to Ndombele, trying to get it under control. Oh, to be fair, the West Brom have done well to nick it back off of him. Aurea running back to fight back. The ref has played on.
Hold on. Did you see what happened there? Ndombele lost the ball.
I know. I was just as shocked. I can't use the timer today because we're doing just on StreamYard because there was issues with that mic on the last one. It didn't work out the way I wanted to.
We had the technical problems last time.
Yeah,
but it did mean I kept quiet and you went on quite a good rant at the end, which I like quite. Good.
But it's right. Spurs in possession looks good. At least we're not giving West Brom possession this time.
Already had more possession than we had the last game.
And I tell you what, it does seem we do seem to be moving a little bit quicker from what I've seen. But we've got to keep this up the whole game. We've got to keep this up the whole game because that's been our main issue. I think recently is a lot of the times we kind of just pass it around. No one's sprinting. No one's moving. It's not ideal.
Saying that we seem to be unsure at the moment what to do with it, but
hey, like you said, at least we've got the possession this time around.
We've got possession. This is unreal.
And then Toby long way to surge. It doesn't quite, unfortunately.
So that's my concern is we were a bit clueless there as to how to attack unless we do the long ball up from Alderweireld.
Yeah,
that's all right every now and then, but if that's our sole way of getting the ball forward, then that concerns me.
Well, this has been this kind of fixture was the main concern for me is that we really do struggle to break down very defensive teams, like your West Broms, like your Burnleys, that more often than not kind of sit back with 11 men behind the ball for the most part, and we, like you say, we don't always necessarily have a plan on what to do. But how good is it seeing Kane pick it up? I was going to say if the keeper didn't come there, he already whipped a nice ball forward from the halfway line. But yeah, it's like you said, because we already don't seem like we have a plan going forward, especially against even attacking teams. When a team's defensive, it's then even harder because it's like, okay, how are we actually going to get round them? What's the plan? Are we going to the byline? Are we going to go try and cross it in early? Oh, Davis!
Oh, lovely. What a run by Davis. A lovely 1-2 from Harry. It's unlucky.
Harry Kane, the West Brom player just managed to nick the ball before Davis. So it's good depending on their part.
But that's good to see that positive run from Davis, who's not known for that.
I agree. They are pushing pressure on us back, to be fair, but
we handled it so far. Ndombele quite.
As long as we can get the ball to Ndombele, we should be all right. So
yeah, but he's going to be quite deep today, the way we're playing, isn't he?
Although saying that, he's quite far forward at the moment. So, but that's good though, because like we saw with Sissoko and Højbjerg, the issue was both of them sat back way too deep, and both of them were like in line with the defense. Whereas now it looks like Højbjerg seems to be the only one sitting, whereas the rest of the midfield can kind of get up again. So, is Ndombele giving away possession again? What is going on?
Again.
What is going on?
He was sat on his arse during that one, so I slightly forgive him.
Yeah, it felt like more of a freestyle juggling act than than him actually controlling the ball. So
Lucas will be an interesting one today as well because he just, has he really done it for Spurs? We know that one exceptional game, but really.
No, live here, Liam. There is no red card for him. We've got everything live here, everything you need to know on that ticker at the bottom. So no lies, no fake scores. Everything will be updated live right here for you guys. So don't listen to anyone in the chat. Okay. Spurs currently have a throw in.
I was just saying with Lucas, again, it's another one that we know he's got the quality. I think the bigger concern is not enough of our players get goals. You can't just rely on Harry and Sonny.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, all right, we got the odd worldy fluke, well not fluke, but a great shot from Højbjerg, but that's an exception rather than a rule. We need other players to step up. Blame Ella, who needs to score.
And Ndombele has done a couple times, but obviously he's not known to be a goal-scoring midfielder, so we can't rely on him either to get the other goals. So you're right, the likes of Lamela, Lucas, these players need to step up as well. Because at the end of the day, what's the point in having these forwards if they can't end up finishing their chances?
They're not finishing, and they're not. Well, it's not even that. They're not creating chances. I mean, you think Bergwijn had those two against Liverpool.
Yeah.
At least he had those two, but that's...
Yeah, was in the right position, could get to the attacking
He's been playing all season, more or less, in that role. What's he done in terms of goal score, even making goals or scoring goals?
Kane is already shouting up. I think our players love it. Why do I feel like 50 times more confident when Kane's in the team?
As soon as we once us saw that he was in the team, then all of a sudden your confidence goes up. The whole team's going to be...
West Brom getting all the way to the back post. Nearly found, is that Maitland-Niles? I think it was. Yeah, nearly found Maitland-Niles, but it's gone past him for a goal kick to Spurs. Right, we're only 6.5 minutes in. That was West Brom's really their first attack. A ball looking into the back post to get over our defenders, but everyone seemed to miss it and go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Davis was
out of position again, which is interesting. Yeah. But come on, Lucas with the ball running through the middle. Use your pace.
Players, that's good.
And I want Sonny to start scoring today as well, man. Come on. I need him, like I say every week, I need him for fantasy, but also just for his confidence, because he's been very quiet the past month, and I kind of want him to get a goal and start getting happy, smiling, celebrating with Kane. Yeah. That will boost him massively if he gets at least one goal today.
Go on, Lucas.
Go on, Lucas. Oh, I tell you what, I like that run. He kind of turned on the burners, got round one player, and actually knocked it past the final one of the defenders, to then run round the other way around. But the defender, I don't know which one it is, but one of the defenders literally just got there before him. But you know what? I like that. It's something different. We were attacking direct into West Brom's box.
West Ham.
Yeah, West Brom's box. And it showed something different and a lot more quality from Lucas that we haven't really seen at all much. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen much of him at all anyway. So go on, Lamela still got the ball, carrying it out to the left now with Ben Davis. Can he get a ball into the box? Actually goes short to Lamela. Come on, get into the box. Okay. Too close to the goalkeeper, but I'm rating the attacking intent more today. I'm rating the attacking intent more today than we have done previously.
Welcome, Nick and Jordan.
Welcome. Why is Bell not playing? I guess he hasn't really done much the past few games. And I think from what Lamela and Lucas showed when they came on the other day, they showed a bit more passion and a bit more desire to go and attack the ball, which is what we need. So it's just he's dropped in today. Come on, Aurier, nearly caught out of position, but has managed to recover. West Brom nutmegged him. They've actually managed to get it to the byline. Think the cross. Looping header from the West Brom forward, Diagne, if that's how you pronounce it. But it goes over the crossbar. But that was a bit of a worrying move there. He managed to get past Aurier, nutmegged through the ball to Aurier, and Ndombele not doing the best recovery run. And again, Sanchez and Toby kind of just... Toby was just in the middle of nowhere. Not even looking to see what
the players.
Oh my God, what is Sanchez doing here? Gives the ball away.
Thankfully.
I think
their player slipped over. And
it looks like the West Brom player went into the box too early from our goal kick. Is it Grant that done? Yeah, I think Grant went into the box too quickly. Yeah, so back again with a Spurs, I guess, free kick or goal kick again. It's basically the same thing given the position. Come on, Spurs, get a grasp of
Oh,
this.
we are looking sharp,
against
mate.
Harry. Find Sonny. He does. I don't think he was offside, but I'm going to hold any sort of celebrations.
Yeah.
Has a shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Great at Johnston. Fairly simple save. I think Sonny was onside, but it's hard to tell from that angle.
Okay, is that well? It's a shot on target. Easy save though.
Lamella was crying for Sonny to pass him the ball, but then Sonny was shouting back at him, probably saying that you were onside by the time he got to it. So offside, sorry, by the time he got to it. So, but at least I'm seeing a bit more. Bit more. They're being a lot more vocal with each other, which is good. You've got Kane shouting at players to dig deep. You've got Sonny saying, no, you're out of position, and Lamella crying for it. Like, this is kind of what you want to see. At least we know the players are looking to be attacking and saying, like, come on, we've got this. Let's just get our heads in the game and hopefully get a goal soon. Go on, Sonny, sprinting through. Can Davis find him? Oh,
come on, the Harry Kane team.
He was fouled, so we play on. And Ndombele back to Højbjerg.
We look so much better when Kane did it.
Yep, still on TikTok, Stephen. Just haven't really done much recently on it. Go on, Aurier into the box. Gone to Lamella on the edge. He's going to have a shot. Left foot. Oh, I tell you what, not a bad effort.
You got excited by that.
But it just leant back a bit too much, and it went just over that kind of top left corner. Nice little dink from Lamella to Aurier. Gets it back to Lamella on the edge. Has a shot. Yeah, was leaning way too far back, but not too far over the crossbar. Not too far.
Right,
I feel like the goalkeeper may have had that
funny. In that role, that's what he's got to be doing.
Yeah.
Making the space and shooting. I actually was having this on a different chat earlier with other people around. Obviously, we've had this discussion before, why we're not playing Bale in that number 10 role.
Well, supposedly...
And I was saying he would dip his shoulder, either find the pass or shoot.
But from everything I've heard, Bale says he doesn't want to. Bale says he doesn't want to play in the middle. He says he feels more comfortable being out wide, which I think that's probably ignorance on his part, and really should try and develop his new role. He's not going to take on all the players like he used to be able to. So,
sorry, are you? If you're manager, you tell the players where to play, not the other way around. So I'm a bit surprised at that. I know I've heard that before. Very early on, Jose was saying that that's where he wants to play on the right. Doesn't mean that's where it's best for the team.
True, very true. Spurs managed a big possession back up again. Oh, good turn from Harry Kane. The pass wasn't quite there from Harry, but turn was good. Players were getting forward like Lucas and Lamella. So come on, it's a matter of time. He's going to give a foul there. It's only a matter of time. Calvin asking how I rate Calvert-Lewin. I love Calvert-Lewin. I think he's a class striker. Good option for England as well. There you go. Speaking of the man, they're showing
he's having a very good season, isn't he, Calvert-Lewin?
He is indeed. Had a bit of a dry spell recently where he went 10 games without scoring. I mean, some of that was injured, but seems to have found his mark again. Scored today, scored in the last... scored yesterday, scored in the game before that.
And that's the thing with forwards. They can often do a period with 7-8 games where they're scoring and look well beaters, and then they can go on a dry spell.
Well, that's what Sonny does every season, pretty much. Son does that every season.
Yeah.
Son at the start of the year was looking like he's going to be the Premier League top goal scorer, smashing them all in, and then just has had a pretty dry spell recently. Now, part of that's probably down to Kane being injured, but I mean, even before that, he wasn't really firing home. So hopefully we see more of it today. I want Kane to get his assist numbers up as well, because Jack Grealish has overtaken him, I think.
Dangerous ball in the box from West Brom, but we managed to clear it with a good old-fashioned boot upfield.
They know how to attack Spurs. Just whip a ball in the box and see what... Oh, go on. Well done by Kane. A bit too hard of a pass from Sonny into Lamella, but good passing from Kane to win that ball back.
So there you go. We've had...
that was a weak pass back from Toby into Lloris there. Good header from Aurier. Can we get control? Go on, Lamella. Go on. Aurier coming through. Kane's by himself at the back. He sees it. Into Kane. Come on. Bury that, son.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Is that the bar?
No, it hit the pole
back of the goal.
It hit the pole behind the goal, but it carried Kane onto his left foot. Oh, what? Well done from Lamela to keep hold of that into Aurier. Aurier saw Kane straight away, switched it to him. Kane goes onto his left foot, and it hits the pole behind like the back of the goal. So it just goes wide, I believe. Oh, he like slices it. He slices it and hits the top of the side netting. Oh,
it was a
Harry.
bit weird that he went onto his left foot there, because if you're right footer, it was on his right foot, and then he just seemed to move away to the left. All right, it took him away from the defender a bit, but
that is very positive though. I like that. I like that link up between Lamela and Aurier, and then the instant switch to Kane, who I think West Brom naively left him by himself on that left-hand side. Any more chances like that, and no doubt Kane's going to bury it next time. He's that kind of striker. Give him another chance, and he will rectify the wrong. So, hello, I was going to say. Just straight up, just pushed Davis in the back. No challenge for the ball whatsoever.
So are we 15, nearly 16 minutes in? We're looking good at the moment. We've had many clear-cut chances. We've had a couple of shots. We've had Sonny's long-distance effort to keep it comfortably safe. We just had Harry Kane from the edge of the area. We've had Lamela shoot from the edge of the area. So we are creating chances, guys. And we are playing a lot more positive and a lot more possession than we have in previous games, which I know it's against West Brom. You would expect that, but we haven't always done that against the supposed lesser side.
What a pass from Højbjerg into Kane. Is Kane not fouled? I don't like the way Kane's grabbing his. I mean, I think he's playing up to this one, but anytime Kane clutches his ankles now, I'm getting worried.
Was it not being Debbie? Yeah,
that was a great pass from Højbjerg into Kane there. Kane couldn't quite get under control. Tried to draw in a foul, I guess, but the ref wasn't having any of it. But we go again, back with Hugo Lloris. Paul Worthington, Lamela will score today, trust me. He's got his eye for goal at the moment. Let's see what he can do with it, really. He does pop up with a goal every now and again, once in a blue moon. So
I want to get this straight, because obviously I'm very vocal in terms of what Lamela does or doesn't do. This isn't me wanting him to foul. I want him to prove that he can be the player that I think he can be. But too many times I've seen that him not deliver. But we know he's got the skill to do it, so let's see it.
Oh, go on! He accidentally fed through Kane. Oh, again.
Left foot again. How's he not scored there?
With an accidental through ball into Harry. It looked like he was aiming for Son, but it went past Sonny and the defender. And yeah, he definitely was aiming for Son there. It snuck all the way through to Kane.
Oh my God! You would put your house on that for Harry Kane.
Oh, I just said give him another chance and he'll score. But my word!
It would be funny if that was Vinicius. We'll be slagging him off there.
Yep.
You know that is just actually really poor from Harry. You've got to say, got to call it out. Expect him to do a lot better there. Wow.
Unbelievable. I mean, both on his weaker foot, which really Kane doesn't have any weak feet, to be honest with you, but obviously his weaker foot, still would expect better from him there. I'm shocked. I'm shocked on that one. It's all right. He's getting back into the swing of things. That's already 2 shots in the first 18 minutes from him. A goal will come soon. It will come soon.
It's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a bit, like someone saying in the chat, he's just a bit rusty. Just a bit rusty, that's all. Interception again. Come on, can we counter quickly now? Højbjerg carrying the ball forward. Good pass. The defender managed.
Well played.
Where are you going to go? That's a good pass. Harry, come on, surely. Oh, he wants to go on his right foot this time.
Right.
Had to clear it for a corner. Harry knew it as well. He's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going onto my right foot. But his shot kind of took a deflection. Aurier won the ball back there.
Yeah, Harry for once didn't do the early shot.
Yeah, he tried to go onto his right, but hit a deflection and
then missed the one.
Clear it before Lucas got to the ball.
Corner, Lamela
delivering.
Come on, deliver. Oh, good
shoot on the centre of the area.
Oh, back to Lamela.
Tongi,
it's across.
Go on, whip it in. Oh, come on! Everyone wants it there. Come on. Sonny.
Oh, nice, Sonny on the byline. That's
he whipped it across with power, but it's a corner again to Spurs, I believe.
That was a good ball in. And I know it was frustrating we didn't get the ball across early enough, but I actually like to see some variation on corners and to see that they're doing different things.
Well, especially since all our players are crowding the goalkeeper seems to be our tactic, which I don't like. I agree with you. I want a player to run onto it. But it's a good
exactly.
I guess that's why Kane kind of hangs around on the edge of the area because he's the one that's going to run into it. But we go short again, back to Lamela this time, whips it to the back post. Go on, Toby, get control.
Drop to someone. Drop to go on. Lamela hits it.
Corner again, surely. Thank you. All right, third corner in a row for Spurs.
Yeah, straight away.
Sam Marcus asking, how's it going so far? Just woke up at 4:20 a.m. Christ. It's going well. It's going well. We just need the goal.
Really well. We are playing really well, to be fair.
Definitely.
A
lot more tacking.
We've had a couple of really, really good chances. Harry Kane missed.
Omar Mass saying I just unsubbed. Good for you. See you later. Why do people say that? That's so weird. Lucas just tried to do some sort of flick on from the corner, but evidently found no one. Grant tried to channel his inner Gareth Bale in the Copa del Rey final. He tried to knock it past Højbjerg and run around him off the pitch, but just kind of forgot the running part. So Spurs back in possession again with Højbjerg driving through the middle. Where can he go? Not many options down the middle here. Back to Tanguy Ndombele. Auria's looking pretty sharp today. I want to see if he can deliver today. Back with Tanguy in the middle. Yeah, look, this is exactly what I'm saying. You've got West Brom now sitting 11 men behind the ball. And Spurs just find it a little bit difficult to break these kind of teams down when they're sitting down in a low block.
Oh, that's a ball right wide.
Oh, you can see that run from Davis, man. It was so obvious. Why didn't no one play it?
Ndombele's got the time to run forward there.
Oh,
and try the through ball that doesn't come on.
Tried a clever one that time, but
dare I say, 22 minutes in, he's been our worst player so far.
No fake scores. Lamela did not score. Literally, the goal will be right underneath here, so the score even will be right underneath there. So you don't need to. The fake scores are not going to work.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased so far, I've got to say.
I mean, we've stopped them from doing
anything. We'll get frustrated when we don't score if it carries on like this. But at the moment, the play is good. We've been sharper, not amazingly sharp, but we've been sharper than we have been. Players are looking for the ball, which is good.
Yeah, that's got to be a foul.
Rather than the major perception to happen. So that, from that point of view, that's been positive. We're not just a much more confident team. And you would expect with this kind of dominance that something will happen. We've got to mention it's not the easiest weather conditions at the moment. It is actually snowing in North London. It's not settling, but yeah, there is some snow out there. So
I think that would be more irritating than rain, to be honest with you, as a footballer, if it was just pitifully snowing. Come on, Spurs. Sonny going out left to Davis. Back in the Højbjerg. I mean, we've had pretty much 70% possession this game so far, 23.5 minutes in, but yet to get that goal. We've had some very good chances, and no doubt Kane's going to get another chance very soon, I hope. And I hope this time he does bury it, which I think he will. Go on, Kane. He's trying to find someone to pass to. Who was it that stopped him? What? The defender actually nicked the ball off of him pretty easily, to be fair. And then they just go and kick the ball out. So that just kind of shows West Brom standards right now. They get possession and they've just kicked the ball straight off for a throw into Spurs. So got to take advantage of this. Come on, Spurs. This is definitely a game from what I'm seeing where we should be winning 3-0, 4-0. It's just whether we can get that ball over the line or not, because at the moment we've struggled to do so. Good few attempts, but not quite got the
There's a
conviction.
few players looking. I don't know about that. We're looking sharp. You've got to say Lucas is looking sharp.
Go
Go on,
on.
give it forward.
All right.
All up.
Or another corner to Spurs. We've seemed to got this tactic down where Lamela passes short to Ndombele, and Ndombele passes it back to Lamela, and then Lamela tries to cross it in. But how many times are they going to do that before it's easily readable?
Variety, yeah. Just deliver it in now onto Toby's head, and it's easy.
This has got to be. He's got to be a ball in this time, surely.
It's
It
no good,
is.
like you say, 6-yard box.
It's quite easily cleared. But Højbjerg heads it back to Ndombele in possession. Back with Højbjerg.
Deliver it now. Come on. Oh, go on, get a space, Lucas.
He had acres of space there. Kane's right on the edge. Oh, good. Think, is it going to make Sonny? Good touchdown into the box. What can he do here? He's got to pass it back. Oh, is he offside?
That's offside.
I thought that was a nice little chip ball from Kane into Son there, but
thankfully he didn't score there because we would have been celebrating for ages.
Oh, and I would have been fuming. Yeah,
I had no idea he was offside.
No, I didn't either. I thought it was just a great chip ball forward. The ball seemed to be in the air for a long time, so I didn't think that Sonny could be offside. But hey ho, West Brom now got a free kick in their box. Just to let you guys know, our next match is FA Cup on Wednesday against Everton, playing at Everton. I think it's an 8:15 kickoff, I believe. Go on, Lucas. He's touched it down well. Kane's got it back off of him. Get on side. Yeah, Kane knew Sonny was offside. He's still tussling away with Sawyers there. Kane whips it across. Oh, doesn't quite find Sonny.
Yeah, the loose breaks are not quite falling for us, are they?
No. We're getting there, though. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
It just takes that one chance to get through. And then one of these players are going to bury it sooner or later.
Total domination by Spurs so far. With some good opportunities. And we expect to score from, but we haven't yet. Just hopefully the players carry on being motivated, because this is, let's say, a much better performance than anything we've seen last few weeks. It does help having one of the world's best players in your team.
What a ball from Højbjerg to Aurier. Oh,
another corner that.
Goal kick. I think that was a goal kick, yeah. I mean, he slid it in. I'm pretty sure Aurier then kicked it off. So
yeah, Aurier just seemed a little bit hesitant then on that whole thing. I don't know if he...
Let's have a look.
No, it just seemed to slow down right at the end. I think it was trying to weigh up his options.
Yeah, it does come back up. It does come back up the second time round. Although it looks like the West Brom player has injured himself in the process doing that. I think it is.
I need some energy.
Lawrence asking, who do you think we should sign in the summer? I addressed it at the start, but definitely a top-class centre-back is what we need. Definitely a top-class centre-back.
I'm sure that's Jordan chatting on Nick's comment. Only Aurier could turn that into a goal kick.
Carabao Cup final is April 25th, Nate. April 25th. Why are they still showing this replay? Like, I think it's pretty obvious that Aurier then kicks it.
I wasn't sure, but that's all right.
He slid in and hit it against Aurier's foot.
They showed it again because he got injured, George. So they're looking to see how he his ankle.
Yeah, but we've seen it 4 times now. I don't think it's really like, does anyone really care? It's not a lead into anything. He's just going to get treatment and the game's going to get going again. I guess they just got nothing to show.
Got a drone view of the stadium at the moment, and they're obviously showing the whole area with the
skywalk. You can see that.
The snow coming down.
See White Hart Lane. Yeah,
although it just looks wet, grey, and miserable at the moment, which sums up our weather.
I still want to be able to watch a game from the skywalk. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to, but yeah. And if you want to watch us doing the skywalk, guys, look back over George's videos and you will see we were one of the very first people to get up there.
Yeah, first day, media day.
Yeah,
I think we were probably maybe like the 4th group to go up or something like that. Overall, which is pretty sweet. So that was pretty cool. All right, Spurs in possession now. Tongi. What's that?
They'll see how much I enjoyed being up there.
Yes, that definitely wasn't, having to change his underwear when we came home or anything like that. No, definitely not.
I'm not great at heights, I've got to say.
London in the winter is depressing. Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah.
We've had to go through a lockdown with this. So come on, boys. Almost 30 minutes into the match, still 0-0, but looking very, very dominant from Spurs so far. And I'm just praying that we get a goal before half time.
I like that question. What stadium do you like the most? The old White Hart Lane or the new Tottenham Stadium?
Yeah, you love them both for different reasons entirely. Oh, hold on. Spurs on the break. Ndombele, ball into Kane. Oh, he couldn't get control of it this time. Put the keeper under pressure. They had to force to go long, but seems like we win possession back, then give it away again. Of course, it's like a little volleyball match I'm watching right now. Now off for a throw into West Brom. But yeah, you love them both for different reasons. I think as a stadium, you've got to say the new one because that thing is absolutely phenomenal. Like that stadium could host anything around the world. And it's still a very, very good football stadium. Sometimes you see these new stadiums, you're too far away and this, that, and the other. Whereas I think the Spurs stadium is perfect. But then when it comes to watching Spurs, and then you've got all the memories attached to the old one, and the old one felt a bit more of like a fortress and a bit more of a threat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas this one's just a lot fancier. So it depends how you look at it. I mean, I love the new stadium. I think it looks phenomenal. It's going to take us to the next level, but you can't deny that some of the memories in the old one's just unreal. Sonny put a nice bit of skill there. The defender grabbing his neck.
The only bit I'll add to what you've said there is in terms of atmosphere, the White Hart Lane was better.
Oh, of course.
It's very hard to generate an atmosphere in a 60,000 stadium. What we've done with that wall behind the south stand isn't quite working because we've got the wrong people in the wall.
Yeah.
You need to have
well, but then it's also the rules, man. Like you look at Dortmund's yellow wall, you look at like Ajax, stadiums around Europe. They allow them to stand. They allow them to have drums and flares and banners.
Oh, Lucas is running through the team again. That's surely ref.
That's a good tackle. But yeah, you see all these stadiums around Europe, and with these infamous walls and the ultras.
You got to be allowed to. The ball.
That's where they stick all their ultras. So you're going to have the hardcore fans there. That's where they build the atmosphere. Whereas the way we did it, it was like, all right. And I mean, it's kind of fair enough. It's like whoever has priority, whoever's got the most points, this, that, and the other, you get first pick. And naturally, those people are going to choose the south stand because it's phenomenal, right? It's supposed to be this one-tier stand.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, the ones that have all the points and the loyalty tend to be older fans that have been going for years, that aren't going to stand during the match, that aren't going to chant the whole time. So it kind of just feels like an OAP section rather than like this top quality atmospheric.
Even I feel young in there.
Yeah, but then it's also the rules they did around it, like, because they had to comply with these Premier League rules. They couldn't have anyone standing because they might lose their chance to get safe standing later or some sort of bollocks like that. But then it meant that Spurs sent out threats saying, if you are seen to be standing in the stand, you will lose your season ticket. And I know a couple of people, they actually followed through on that. So it's like, but that's a detriment because we were playing. I remember, I say this every time, and obviously you were there, Dad, I believe. Like when our first home Champions League match against Man City, right? We are winning. This is Champions League night, the first ever, and only the second ever match in the Spurs Stadium, like official match. In Wembley, we were standing in the stands in these kind of games. In the old White Hart Lane, you'd be standing, you'd be chanting, you'd be jumping everywhere. In little scenarios, like if we had an attacking corner right on the goal that's in front of us, you would stand up, ready, like almost ready for if something was going to happen. So me and my cousins and everyone, we were standing up in preparation because we had an attacking corner against Man City. And then we were getting like our own fans were being like, shit down. And you had like stewards coming saying, and it just killed the atmosphere. Because then it's like my cousin famously said, calls it the wall of sit down is what it is. Because that's all you can do. You're only allowed to sit there and just watch the game and then just clap is what it feels like. So I think they ruined it a bit in that aspect. But apart from that, the stadium itself is amazing. And you can generate decent atmosphere when it comes to the acoustics and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you need the fans to then be chanting. Like there were games where the energy just felt so flat. Like even Crystal Palace, it was our first ever home game. But because it was Crystal Palace and not that exciting, even though we did like win that game, it was like the chanting just stopped and it just kind of fell quiet. But that naturally happens, right? A 30,000 seater stadium close in is going to have a better atmosphere than a 60,000 seater stadium. Whichever team that upgrades is always going to struggle to create an atmosphere. So
the other thing, which is I saw someone else raise on it. Wait for this attack first.
Lamela going out to Atongi. Can he deliver in? He's waiting. It's a short ball into Lamela in the box. He's gone to the byline. Defended again. Won the ball off of that. To be fair, credit to West Brom, actually. Even though we've dominated and attacked a fair bit, you know what? They've put in some good tackles to stop our attack from getting into the box, which they seem to have done fairly well. And I think Sam Allardyce, considering it's 0-0, and considering how much possession we've had, I think he'd be happy with the way that game's going for West Brom right now. Kane tries to do a long switch. It's Davis back to Sonny. Oh, he's not got the angle. Tongi! Oh, no. What was that? He kind of just passed it into the defence.
Yeah, it was a pass. A shot. It looked like a pass to the goal.
That's what it was, yeah.
Miles out. It was one of those when you're running onto it, you expect it's either going to go Thunderbolt or it's going to go 10 miles over.
Considering the goal he scored against Sheffield and the other goal from outside the box. Too close to the goalkeeper. Poor cross from Sonny. That was weird. I was gearing up. I was ready for like an immense shot from Ndombele because that's how he scored in his debut against Villa. Was a goal from that distance and that angle. He scored like that against, was it the Sheffield United one we scored first or one of the other ones before? But that time around, he just seemed to pass it into the defence, which was kind of a bit of a lackluster effort. So
it's fascinating to see Harry Kane dropping. And ironically, today playing that quarterback role, just trying to get the ball, spread it around, be in control. We know what a massive American.
Find Kane. Oh, good touch, Harry. Good pass from Lucas as well. He's got it on the edge. He's going to whip it across. Defender just in front of Lamela. We won it back though on the edge. Go on, you got left. Sonny so free. There you go.
Sonny.
Try and get away. The edge. They are sitting so deep. He's managed to find Kane. Has a shot.
On target.
The keeper to parry it or kind of like push it out for a corner.
Corner. Let's go, Spurs. Come on. Let's see some coins in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. We've got the corner. Let's go.
You know what? I'm actually seeing a plan. I'm seeing a plan with Spurs' attack, which I actually haven't seen in a long, long time. We're varying it slightly, but hold on. We'll get onto it once we've had 5 corners there. None. Lamela whips it across. Oh, right into the thing is, he puts it into the area where I would want a striker to be, but no one was there. It was like perfectly on the edge of the 6-yard box. But anyway, I'm actually seeing a plan when it comes to the attack for once. We've got a couple of options. A lot of the time, we're either going out wide left to Davis or Aurier, or even Son to look for a whip in the box to Kane or whoever may be in the middle. Or if failing that, there always seems to be a player on the edge of the area who does more often than not have acres of space. Yeah. Oh, well done, Serge. Serge is having a good game today, literally surging on the right-hand side. Whips it across, couldn't get it over the defender. Oh, and they've headed it back for the goalkeeper to handle. But I'm seeing a plan. As long as I'm seeing a plan.
The point is, West Brom are defending it well, but normally when teams dominate the other ones like that, it's by the end of the game, last 15 minutes, when you really see the difference.
Well, this is what I think.
We don't have to play that long, but that's what tends to happen.
I think this is what it's felt like watching Spurs play the likes of Liverpool or City, in the sense that it's like roles reversed. We're now becoming those teams that are just attacking, but we haven't quite made it through. Like Chelsea had, what was it, like 17 attempts, but only 2 on target, because for the most part, we stopped them from having clear chances.
Come on.
To switch. Come on, David. You've got to whip that across now. Oh, another corner. 6th corner of the game.
This time on the right.
38 and a half minutes into the match. Come on.
Plan on this corner, guys.
That's a good point. I think this is our first. It's our 6th corner, but it's our first one on the left-hand side, I believe. I think all of them have been.
I think it's been Lamela taking every one up until now.
So I'm expecting Sonny for this one. I think he normally takes it from that side. It is indeed.
Yeah.
Come on. Sonny to assist Kane. Bink. Let's go. That's what we want to see.
Right. I'll take it not reaching the first man.
Yeah, I've kind of got that feeling as well, actually.
Oh, it reached the first.
No, again, they're putting it into a very dangerous area. For some reason,
terrible fall.
For some reason, there just doesn't seem to be a player in the middle there.
You know what? Sanchez did really well there. I think.
Yeah, he did. We won the ball back. Come on. Oh, the pass was a bit too weak. Kane was calling for it. But wait, was this Sam Allardyce just head that one? I think the ball went off the pitch, and I'm pretty sure I just saw it go like, he had his hands in his pockets. I'm pretty sure he just went like that and just headed it to the side.
I missed that.
It's quite funny because I saw him look back and smiling as well, so I think he did. I'm impressed with Aurea today. He seems to be switched on, considering that he wasn't involved in the last game.
Sanchez looked all right at the back. Sanchez had looked all right. We haven't had much to do, but what he has done, he did a really good interception just now.
No, I think everyone in credit. Oh, come on, Kane in the box. He's
not players around him.
There's no foul anywhere.
Well played defender, to be fair.
Good defender. This is what I'm saying. We're getting. Oh, guy just fell. How is he trying to claim a foul there? Oh my word!
Come on, Sanchez got the ball. He's coming forward.
He doesn't even touch him, and he just throws himself to the floor. Is that how West Brom are going to try and play this game? Højbjerg, acres of space running through. Good pass to Davis at the byline. Can he get across? Good defending in there. It's got to be a corner to Spurs.
What Davis was doing there. Yeah.
Seventh corner to Spurs.
Right. This time, guys, come on. Someone run on and attack it rather than just stand in there. I reckon he's going to go short on this one. Is there a player there?
Well, I think we're crowding around that centre area too much for him to. He whips it across. Go on! Where's that going? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, man. Aurea, I think Aurea, I don't know what happened there. It's hard to explain. So much happened at once. Ball was whipped in across. I thought that was going to get to Kane, but it didn't actually. The defender kind of flicked it backwards. It fell to Aurea towards the back post. Headed it at goal. I think it was saved, right? Saved or blocked?
I think it was.
It came back out. I thought it was going to go then back to the other post to where Kane was, but it didn't. It fell towards where I think Toby was, had a shot, and it was blocked. So all go on that corner, but this is looking very good from Spurs. Højbjerg gives away as soon as I say that, but for the most part, this is looking so much better from Spurs. We just need that goal. There's only 3 minutes left of normal time in the first half.
Well, if we get one, we're going to win by 4 today. But
yeah, I agree.
The team's confidence is shot at the moment, but they're trying so hard.
Oh, okay.
I think what you're seeing today is a lot of effort, which is great. It should be like that every game. I'm sorry, you shouldn't need to be motivated. It should be like that every game. But we're seeing a good amount of effort.
Yeah, it wasn't Toby shot.
In front of the goal, not quite coming off us. That was a good save.
That was a decent header from Aurea, sorry, and it was a good save. Honestly, I thought this save was going to fall straight to Kane. I didn't realise it came as far out as it did because Kane was lurking by himself at the back post there. Could have easily tapped it in if the keeper parried it towards him, but no, they've done well there. They've done well. Oh, what was that? Maitland-Niles just shanks the ball off the pitch. All right, what can we do? Ball forward. Oh, Lamella's good. He's running onto it, to be fair. Can he beat the defender? Oh, I mean, that is a foul if he doesn't. Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, they're in possession anyway, so he didn't give anything. But that was Lamella went sliding and trying to hit the defender and just totally. Oh, good touch from Tongi. Go wide. That's it. Full to Aurea. Come on. You got more. Spurs win the throw-in. Aurea's having a good game, guys. Aurea's having a very good game.
Come on.
That's a good dink, to be fair, but he was sandwiched between the two defenders. And I think that was Ajayi manages to head that back to the goalkeeper for safe hands. All right, guys, there's about a minute left now of regular time. I imagine only a minute or two added on. Nothing much has really happened this half. There was hardly a break for the player down injured.
So here we go. West Brom on the attack. Probably one attempt. And what a save.
My God.
They'll be checking whether that went over the line, but I'm pretty certain he's okay. But yeah, I mean, the ref hasn't gone. He would get notified.
He gets gets the instant buzz on his watch if it was over the line. So it wasn't. What a save from Hugo. That was West Brom's pretty much first decent attacks. They get attacking, they get into the box, flicks it to the back post of the striker who was by himself. I think Sanchez definitely caught out of position there, heads it, and a very, very important save from Hugo.
Oh, that was never going to get there. West Brom on the counter again, although they've slowed it down now. Now on the halfway line, just knocked it back to the defence, all the way back to their keeper.
3 on target to their 1. That was their first shot on target.
Was that their first shot? Have they had other shots? Maybe one earlier on, but
yeah, I don't really remember any proper.
It was the first decent attempt that they've had.
It was definitely their first major one for sure.
Oh, don't give away stupid fouls there. We know what we're like giving away.
You know what's weird about that? It didn't look like the ref was going to give that until Sanchez kind of stopped himself.
Why is Sanchez? I mean, the one thing you don't do against Sam Allardyce teams is give away free kicks in the last third, because you know they're going to stick the bodies out there.
That was well in. That was that wasn't even close to going over the line.
Yeah, but it's almost by accident that he caught it on his elbow and pushed the ball forward to then get hold of it. But yeah, West Brom have got a free kick right on the touchline on the side. What would you say?
There's literally 10 seconds left.
So they got a
get rid of the line drawn by the referee there. If they score from this, VAR should disallow the goal for what they've done. I'm not being it's against the rules, mate.
Right, so they deliver. Oh, short, played it short, and delivered into the area. Well cleared. Sanchez.
It's got to be half time now. Yeah, all right.
There we go.
Well, that is half time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 0-0. Tottenham West Brom. Much better football from Spurs throughout, really, and a lot more chances. But sadly, haven't had the conviction yet today. Harry Kane has had 2 very, very good efforts on his left foot. One kind of hit the side netting, the other crawled past the right post. So, but then also other players are having efforts too. Lamela had a shot that kind of just went over. We're getting good deliveries into the box, just not quite. I think credit to West Brom, they're handling a lot of the attacks quite well. They're certainly sticking in a good few tackles, but for the most part, it has been dominant from Spurs. So we just need that goal now. It's more positive, but we can't keep going without a goal. We need to start scoring a lot more in the second half. But all in all, I'm happy. I'm not.
It's very strange, isn't it, to be really happy about the performance, but obviously it's all about the score at the end of the day. So we've got to make this pressure count. We've seen moments of inspiration from players, but not consistent stuff. So like Lucas has done a couple of runs, but then gone missing. Son, same here and there. I'd like to see a bit more consistency there and people really taking charge and saying, you know what, I'm the one that's going to make the difference.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think I've got to give credit to Ori. I think he's had a fantastic game.
Yeah, Ori's been brilliant. But he's more or less played right midfield, right wing back.
Which is good, though. We're playing the formation that works. It's a back 4 with Aurier and Davis actually getting forward a lot, and then Højbjerg just sits in to make it a back 3 when we're attacking, pretty much is what it feels like, which is what we need to do when we need to go and attack these teams. We don't need all 4 back, 5 back, 6 back, which is what it felt like against Brighton. It's good. The tactics seem to be working. There looks like there's a game plan when attacking. We just need
strange comment now. I've got a strange comment from Nicola saying that I almost fell asleep. But Tika Thomas responded. There were so many chances, it made it very exciting. What do you mean this game is not boring? So the score is boring.
This is what I mean. Like, just because it's 0-0, like you just automatically assume it's boring, which I don't think it has been. It's been a decent game from Spurs. It's just we haven't quite got that final goal. Apart from that, it's actually been pretty entertaining from Spurs.
Yeah, and this is the crazy bit. They'll talk about rustiness from Harry Kane. I don't think he's been rusty. I think he's been really, really good. His efforts have been mainly on his left foot, his weaker foot. Even the clear-cut chance that we're going how, because our expectations from Harry are so high, that even when it's on his left foot, you expect him to put it away, and he dragged that one wide of the post.
It's funny how you noticed on his third attempt, he purposely he could have easily shot on his left foot again on the third one, but he was like, you know what, screw this, I need this on my right. Shoves it on his right, but then the shot was deflected. So he's got the eye for goal, and he doesn't look too rusty, to be honest with you today. I think he's made a massive difference in this side. You just feel, I think you can feel it in the players, see it in the players as well. I think everyone just feels so much more confident when Harry's on the pitch. And it's a shame to admit, but it does feel like the Harry Kane team right now.
Oh, it very much is, but that's fine because we can win 3 trophies with that.
Yeah, honestly, I could, as long as we win stuff with it, I do not care.
This is what gets me, all the negativity about Jose. Yes, our football's been appalling, I'm not going to lie. And no one likes to see that. And it is depressing, even though I think he will deliver in terms of what we need him to deliver. But come on, guys. 3-4 months ago, everyone wanted to kill Ollie's Solskjaer, and then all of a sudden he's tough and they get disappointed when they don't win a game. And I'm still in 3 major competitions with a serial winner. Yeah, and from today, from the lineup, from what he's been trying to do, I'd like to think he's learning from his mistakes.
Yep.
And actually, he must be watching our show and just listening to us. And then
hey, Jose, if you want to come on and explain like everything, feel free.
So,
but
maybe he can be your guest tomorrow on Hit the Bar.
He makes a good point that this formation will be very effective when Reagan returns, and this will be. I mean, to be fair, Davis is doing a lot better today than he had done in previous games. Much better than previous games. But you'd like to think with Region in that position, with the way we're attacking, you could just see so many more balls going into the box or even getting a little bit more forward. So, yeah, this is the kind of formation we need when he's back in for sure.
George, would you like to tell everyone who's on the chat, because there'll be a few new people here, I'm sure. So I'd like to tell them about Hit the Bar, your Monday night show.
Yeah, Hit the Bar. We're not just live on match days. We're live every Monday evening as well as myself and my co-host, Mitchell Artist, the rapper, the Spurs rapper. We do a show every Monday. We have special guests on, people that you may love to watch. Who knows? You've got to tune in to find out. But it's normally every Monday around 7 or 8 p.m. So keep an eye on my socials, and we will be going live tomorrow. We've got Mel Ceballos. You might have seen her on Twitter. She kind of went viral recently for a clip that she said about when we beat Arsenal. But we won't be talking too much about that. We're just talking about football, a lot of banter. It's not just Spurs. We're talking about everything football in the Prem, wherever around the world, all the major talking points, but obviously touching a little bit on Spurs as well and whatnot. So come and drop by tomorrow, 7 or 8 p.m., probably 8 p.m. on this channel. So subscribe, turn notification bell on. That's when you'll know when we are live. I'm actually starting to get a bit warm now. So, I missed the donation.
Have you seen that from Marcus?
That's my daily sponsor, by the way.
Yeah.
As it seems. This will be the last game for me for a while, guys. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying I'll leave tomorrow for the Air Force basic training. Thank you, George, for the best content on Spurs.
Appreciate
that, my guy. Thank you for supporting the streams. As always. Good luck with that. I'm sure you'll smash it. Really appreciate the support as always. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit warm in my living room now. I really appreciate that, and good luck. And hopefully we can leave you off with a win today, is what we hope for. So, yeah, man, appreciate it massively. Good luck with it all. I'll see you when you're done with it. How long is it for, by the way? I think you said last time, but I can't remember. Was it like 6 months or something like that?
Just saw that chance to go with Harry on that left foot. The second one, the first one was really good effort. They showed, it will come. Harry's
he's 100% scoring today. You can just feel it. Do I think Scarlett will come on today, Adam? No, not. Well, I did think if we were like 4-0 up or something, but it doesn't look like it's getting away unless we score early goals, and a lot of them in the second half. I can't see him coming on, to be honest with you, especially when you've got the likes of Vinicius, Bale, and the man on the bench if we're looking for a goal.
No, he's there for the experience a bit, very unlikely.
The experience, learn from the players. He's
up maybe, but not.
That's exactly what we were saying. How West Brom and Sam Allardyce play, sitting
yeah,
a low block 4 and 5, and it's proven fairly difficult to break down. But we have managed to get through a few times. I just think West Brom have actually defended pretty well, to be honest with you.
I have.
It feels a little bit like the away game where, I think we're a lot more dominant than we were in the away game. But
I was so unlucky that Aurier header.
Yeah.
Goal. So he actually did the right thing and went across the goal and nearly caught the goalkeeper out.
Yeah.
But then
that was from their effort. Their effort was poor from us, though, in the sense that they finally get into the box and it was just so easy to lob the ball to the back post. I feel like Sanchez wasn't keeping an eye out where Diagne was at all.
Good power on that header because it was a loopy one to him. One didn't come at him with pace, so he had to generate power. I thought he did really well, and that was an amazing save. And that's what you need from your keepers. He's had nothing to do all game, absolutely nothing, not involved at all. Out in the cold, in the snow, and yet when required, Hugo has reacted as you would want and expect him to do. So that was absolutely brilliant. Harry's been so unlucky.
Happy birthday for Tuesday, Rachel. Saying it's my birthday on Tuesday, and it would mean a lot if I could get a shout out. Watch all the video. Keep up the good work. Well done. Happy birthday for then. Obviously, we've got the game on Wednesday. Hopefully, you'll tune in then as well. But happy birthday. All right, I think that we've got about 5 minutes until we re-kick off for the second half, and hopefully we come back with a lot more goals. It felt like we were slowly breaking them down more and more, getting more and more chances throughout the game. So, you know what? I'm hopeful for the second half, but that normally kills me when being a Spurs fan. So.
That break that they had near the end, I mean, you can imagine if that went in, or that's pretty much, as you said, almost like the Liverpool away game where Liverpool were dominating us and yet we had the better chances. Okay, we didn't score on that occasion when we should have done.
Yeah.
We don't want that kind of game. So we've got to make sure we have to deliver. So I want people taking chances. We saw Lamela shoot early on. And even though it went, it did go just over the bar, I actually like that. I want to see that. I want to see more people taking a chance, just shift the ball and hit it.
It's something different because the most part it feels like that old phrase what they used to say about Arsenal. Oh, they just try and walk it in the net. Yeah, it kind of feels like what we're doing now. We're almost trying to force the very clear chances onto Kane at the last man. But why not? If you've got the space on the edge of the area, have the shot. A lot of the times you might find it will go in, which I don't think we do enough of. So
we need 4 or 5 Harry Kanes.
Oh, mum's home.
Because we need him up front. We need him doing that number 10 role quarterback thing. We need him in defence. Yeah.
Well,
we need him in goal. Or maybe not in goal.
Before the second half starts, please make sure to leave a like on the stream. We're only on 388 likes, and there's nearly 500 people in here right now. Let's see if we can get up to 500 likes. I know out of the 408 or so people that are in here, I know at least 120 of you have not left a like on the stream. I know for a fact you haven't. So make sure to leave a like before the second half commences, and let's get a common new Spurs spammed in the chat along with that. But you can only do that if you like the stream, all right? So like the stream, subscribe if you're new as well, because we go again on, tomorrow with Hit the Bar. We go again on Wednesday with Everton, and then Man City next weekend. So you want to be here when all that happens, all right?
When's the Man City game? Saturday? When's the Man City game?
That's a good point. I think Sunday, but let me double check. It is next Saturday, 5:30, Man City away. So a very important one there. I mean, Man City are playing phenomenally right now and getting amazing results. They won 13 on the bounce. Could Spurs end that? I mean, we're kind of actually Man City's bogey team, which is strange. They haven't seemed to get many good results against us, but it's never an easy game. It's never an easy game nonetheless. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how that one goes, especially, I mean, the Etihad, as much as we did the amazing Champions League thing, we actually lost that fixture, that one game. It's been a while since we actually won at the Etihad itself. So as much as we're a bit of a bogey team for them, it's normally in the home fixtures. Away is a lot tougher. So we'll have to see how that goes next weekend. So make sure to stick around for that.
Okay. Next question for you, George, because I know we discussed it briefly yesterday, but I'm not sure if we're doing it.
Yep.
Are we streaming the Super Bowl? Are we watching it and streaming it?
Are
you
we
undecided?
We will be streaming the Super Bowl.
We will be.
I'll take a nap
There you
beforehand.
go, guys. We're obviously soccer fans rather than American football, and we will always call this football. But if you're not doing anything and you're planning to watch the American Super Bowl, then please feel free to watch it with us, alongside us. We will give our fully informed comments on this because we are absolute experts.
Oh yeah, we're experts. You're gonna want to see our expert opinions on the Super Bowl and how many home runs they get.
I'll take the team in white. I don't know which team's playing in white, but I'll take the team in white. Because I did say that because we didn't even realise that.
Always the
team in white. The way they play, the away team's always in white. I understand.
Oh,
so
please, thank you. Oh, lovely. I'm come through with the spicy chicken sushi. Let's go. Thank you, man.
Let's face it. I think what we know about the Super Bowl, we tend to look forward more for the halftime interval than the game. But still.
Oh, what was that one Super Bowl recently that we saw that was got to be one of the worst Super Bowls in history?
Yeah.
But last year's was good though. Last year's watching the Chiefs one was good. Oh my god! I need dropped the ball.
That's the only game we watch. Brady and Mahomes are the only people we know.
No, I know a few people.
Yeah,
I know some bits about NFL, but not like I'd never call myself an expert in it at all.
Yeah, so it's just interesting to watch. I would think it'd be interesting watching football fans watching American football.
Yeah,
with some knowledge, but not a great deal of knowledge.
We'll be shouting like, "How's that not a foul, ref? Come on, you just tackled him, mate."
They blow up, and it's like, what happened? I have no idea why you're flagging this, but yeah, okay, you can just go. It's a bit like when I watch rugby. Clue half the time.
Sorry, very quickly before the second half, Aston Lambert, thank you so much for the £2 again, my guy. Much better today, but we can't force it. Yeah, that's kind of what we were saying. Is like, we're doing well, but we're almost like trying to force the clear and obvious chance when really, let's just keep taking shots. One of these is going to end up going in at the end of the day. We've had some decent chances. Let's just hopefully get the win. All right. Well, let's just get a few goals. This can't be another 0-0. Sorry, like 0-0 until the last minute, and we're squeezing for a last minute goal. But we're underway with the second half right now. All right.
And straight away, got opportunity. On the ball. Come on, son. Hit it.
Oh, the
keeper has to be at. Oh, that wasn't
necessarily the best shot from Son, but I think credit's got to go to the keeper there because he ran out enough to close down the gaps where it would be very difficult to find the corners anyway, and he just stops it with his feet. But what a touch from Kane there. Obviously, he's Sonny through. Believe he was onside anyway.
Would have been really close.
The keeper's at a good point to shut off the angles. Sonny couldn't quite find the corner, and it was a decent save at the end. But hey, listen, that's what we're saying. We're already starting off firing with a chance already. So the goal is gonna happen. It's gonna come. All right, let's get ready. Hopefully, it's just not mid sushi eating because that'll be entertaining.
But what we need is coys to make it happen. We need to feel that energy, guys. We need to feel the support. The players do. They need to feel. They can feel the fans rather than hear them. So here we are with the ball on the halfway line. Højbjerg just looking to see is there a through ball to play. He plays it out wide to Davis. Just knocks it back to him. A few 1-2s, but can we see the through ball? Sonny loses the ball, but Lucas picks it up back to Sonny.
Tried to whip it towards Kane, back post, took a deflection. Tongi picks up the second ball. Oh, okay. I saw what he was doing there, but it was a bit too clever. Yeah. Pretty readable by the West Brom players. Good defending from Sanchez there, actually. Sticks his foot out to win the ball, and Spurs back in possession once again.
Lamela, come on. Do something. He's running through.
Why can he go?
Oh my God, what was that shot? I know it's his wrong foot. But
I actually don't even know if that was a shot. That looked like more of a pass to Lucas. That was slow. It was a good run from Lamela.
All the hard work beats 3-4 players.
No, that was definitely. Oh, was it a shot? He kind of looked at Lucas. Let me have a look here. I'm interested to see on this angle. Couldn't find Kane. He kind of looks like it looks like a pass. It doesn't look like a shot.
Pass, yeah.
But either way, doesn't find either. Doesn't find the net or a Spurs player. So
That's what I'm saying, man. Just be positive and go for goal. He did all the hard work. He beat 3-4 players with an amazing goal. And you score that, you're in the team for the next 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. That's another great opportunity that we've had. Just need to. Strangely, given a foul near the halfway line, didn't quite see too much wrong with that, but Snodgrass manages to get a free kick.
I think to see
Davis, what's he do?
What's he done there? He got in front of Snodgrass and won the ball. I'm a bit confused by that, but hey.
Yeah.
That's probably Sam Allardyce with his Bovril. I like that positive energy chat. The goal is coming. Come on. We got this. Every like, every comment you Spurs in the chat.
Right. Come on.
Oh, go on, Hobio.
On the right. Get the ball. Go on.
Oh,
love it.
Oh,
referee. Right, we've got a free kick now. On the corner of the area. Just about 5 yards outside the corner of the area.
That was good from Lamella, actually. He did good strength. Yeah, nicks it in front of Sawyers. And yeah, the guy totally just bashes straight into him to knock him out. Look, looks at him and actually just because he mugged him off and won the ball before him.
Let's see a decent delivery. Let's get ahead on the end of this. And let's be ready for the second ball. I'm not being funny, they're full of really tall players. We should be able to, if it gets headed out, someone else should pick it up.
Corn Tacos, welcome. Thank you for joining the Achillea Army. If anyone else wants to join, press the join button, or there's a link in the description to find out how you can be a part of the army. The Achillea Army. Is this Sonny or Lamella? From this angle, I'd expect Sonny.
Lamella. Yeah. Easy for centre half. But this is what I said about edge of the area. He fallen to Oria, but he misses the ball totally.
Oh, Sanchez slips there, but keeping the pressure on.
Okay.
Oh,
cool. That's all right.
Give the foul.
Don't be giving that foul.
No way.
I did not see it.
Snodgrass was clueless and just passed it straight to the
ball. Right, so let's see. Oh, come on. They didn't show the full replay. Okay, 50 minutes gone.
I want that cameraman's job that's on the swirly chair. Just spin around the whole time like, skirt, skirt.
Oh, we nicked the ball again. Go on.
Go on, Kane. Oh, Kane.
Again, things not quite coming off for us. They're getting so close. Say, I know that when we get one, we're going to get 2 or 3, but just got to break them down.
Yeah, we're totally dominating them, but
it's coming.
Yeah, they give the ball away to us.
They keep giving the ball away to us. It's got to come.
Oh.
And get the ball to Kane there. Easy pass. He actually tried the right ball, but the execution.
Yeah, I feel like the execution, he overcomplicated it.
And now West Brom come, just getting over the halfway line, trying to drive forward for probably the first time in this half. We're okay.
Oh no, cleared very well. He's miles
offside. About 4 miles offside. But they play on as you do nowadays. Don't give away. They don't give flag.
Come on, into Lucas quickly. Right. There you go.
Right. Come on, Lucas.
Oh, well done, Lucas.
Come on, drive it forward. Harry Kane running towards the edge of the area. He's going to shoot. He dummies. And
defending it again. Tell you what, West Brom have defended well today, but need this goal.
Yeah, he read Harry like a book there, didn't he?
Oh, that last one was spicy. Had more of the spicy mayo on it.
You're right. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I've had a banana. That's it.
Wood, Toby, good touchdown. Oh, he was offside anyway. Come on, chat. It's happening. It's happening. We're attacking with intent and doing quite well. Come on, we just need that clear chance.
Come on. Oh, Davis in a great position on the left.
Kane not
Keep
in the middle.
going forward. Wait a
Oh,
yes,
good ball.
Yes, Harry. Come on.
In there.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
The ball from Højbjerg into Harry Kane. Harry Kane slots it home easily into that bottom right-hand corner. I told you when he gets that chance, he's just going to score that all day long.
Yeah.
Clear chance on his right foot, easy peasy. Now, no, don't be offside now. Oh,
No,
he's miles onside.
Miles onside. Lovely control on his left foot. Pushed it out onto his right and then delivered to the far post. Great ball into him.
Yeah, we do need a couple more. We can't
and then you're hopefully okay.
Yes.
That's kind of why I'm not celebrating. That's why I'm not over celebrating this, because I don't want just in case we end up sitting doing the 1-0s again. But we need to get way more goals now.
We've said when we score one, the way we've been playing today, guys, it's got to be 3-4. Got to keep this going now. That will help the confidence, because there was a danger with the run and form that we've been on that we start to be negative in this half.
Yeah.
In terms of the mentality of the players. So from that perspective, it's good that we've managed to get this breakthrough, because there was a concern. West Brom have defended well.
Salmon, and then we'll go.
Yeah, that's been brilliant. Harry Kane has been outstanding, as you expect.
Kane has been different gravy since coming back here.
In terms of his all-round play, not just, I mean, he had a couple of...
was perfect.
Lovely first half touch with his left foot, Harry.
Opens his body out right corner. That's just such a simple Harry Kane finish, man. So easy. Yeah. So easy. I think we have actually been totally dominant today. I just want to see a lot more. That's got to be a fact.
Hello, ref. I know he's playing on because we've got possession. Look at Harry deep again.
Good. Now let's get Sonny, because Sonny has not done anything the past few weeks, and I need the fantasy points.
The Mahomes of Spurs, Harry Kane.
Now Harry Kane tried that clever ball forward, but hurt Nick saying, okay, maybe he wasn't back too early. I'm not being funny. I don't think they would bring him.
No,
if he was.
His all-round game has been superb today.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's just come back from an injury. He just looks like a normal Harry Kane game.
The chances that he missed were on his weaker foot in the first half. It's just his standards are so high, you expect him to put them away.
Yeah. That's how good you are, though. Like these narrow misses, you're kind of saying not good enough.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the power he drove that first one that hit the back of the stand.
That's a good
go
ball.
Again, Davis on the left.
Whip across. Oh,
that's not a bad cross, you know.
This is what I've been saying the whole game. We've been putting the balls into very dangerous areas.
Sonny needs to run a bit faster.
Yeah. He's whipping them into dangerous areas, but no one's...
Just too far.
To be fair, his son did look like he was going to make the run towards the back post and then change.
And they cut in, yeah. Right. So this count. Lamella to take the corner. Again, I want to see a bit more movement rather than static in front of the keeper. But
I want Kane to head this onto Sonny and it goes in. Just come off of Sonny somehow.
No, I mean, the centre halves are going to take that all day long.
Oh, don't go all the way back. This is what I'm saying. What are you doing? Højbjerg been cut out here.
Højbjerg's going to make up for that. There's no way.
Oh, but then Tongi just comes smashing in and takes him out for no reason.
Oh,
West Brom moved quickly.
Furious that they took that quickly, rather than wait for the big guys to go up. So
Why did Tongi do that? Now he's just sitting down looking injured. limping.
He is. He's injured himself.
Why would he do that? Oh, good chest down from Kane to Lucas.
Come on,
Lucas.
Luke.
Chance. Sprinting through.
Lucas,
Sonny.
come on, keep going.
Sonny on the right. Go Sonny on the right. Go Sonny. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Yes!
We got the goal.
Brilliant!
Get in there. That's how you counter attack.
Yes! Brilliant play all round.
Yes.
Come on!
What a turnaround. Hyun-Min Son coming in.
The floodgate.
Finally does.
Passed it rather than trying to shoot.
Look at that. Lucas actually away, but he passed it off to Son, which was good. Shot. And it was poor from was that the keeper that kind of, I think
I'm even going to acknowledge Lamella's role in that. From
that was brilliant.
Drawing players away.
Oh, the keeper got sent the wrong way. 2-0. This is what I told you.
Like,
yeah. Sonny's face when he's sprinting is hilarious.
like, really.
Oh, we knew this was going to happen. The way we were playing, and Sonny getting on the score sheet.
A couple more. Not put on. What's his name? Tanganga. He's still hobbling around.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Tongi on the belly.
2-0.
He looks too injured. I think he's got to come off soon.
We've got to be happy with that, guys. The performance of Dembele coming off.
He's
Treatment, or is he off?
No, he's going for treatment. They're asking. I think Mourinho's asking him what the situation is, if he wants to carry on or not. It looks like he wants to carry on. To be fair, I think he just needed a bit of the ice, the mist.
You need the magic spray.
Spray. So is my camera frozen off for you? It has. Oh, hold on. What's going on here?
Oh, where are you, George?
My camera froze. I don't know why.
Okay, still can't see you.
I think
well,
no, I know. I know.
So West Brom on the edge of our area at the moment, right in the corner of the area. Ball into a dangerous area. That's going to be a goal. Is it offside? It is given as offside. VAR will check this. Let's hope he was. Did look offside.
Why is this not right? That's my webcam. That's not what I want.
You're back. You're back. I can see you.
Oh, no, that's not the camera I want. It's not the camera I want. Oh, he's miles off.
Like 2 feet offside.
Came on. Why is it not? It just turned off straight away again.
It's got battery.
Okay, whilst we deal with the technical problems that George is happening, I'll just talk about what I can see, which is Sam Allardyce looking confused, chewing his gum. He must get sponsored by chewing gum people. Okay, here we go. We've got possession on the halfway line. Knocking the ball around. 70% possession we had first half. Only 54% in the second half. And yet, we scored the 2 goals in the second half. So we had too much possession in the first half. We don't do as well with it. Dembele looking good. He's okay. He seems to run off his injury. Kane very deep again. Dembele. Anyone else, I'll be getting nervous. He got the ball comfortably. And now we go again from the halfway line. Dembele looking comfortable, guys. Keep going. Keep the momentum going. That's what I want to see. You're back.
Yeah, we fixed the battery. It said battery was exhausted on my camera.
Dembele just gave the ball away. Well, we were attacking, but it's okay. West Brom have the ball at the back. We're closing down well. We're pressing well, which is good. And now, I thought we had a chance of a counter there, but just got the ball off.
Kane and Son firing, and we're winning, and we're playing well. So we need them to be on fire, and we're good. We're all good.
This is good. Okay, just different class, man. Oh, So what do you make so far, George, of Lamela and Lucas's contributions?
Oh, I think they made a massive difference. We look so much better going forward than when we have done before. Like way better. They provided so much more compared to the likes of Bale and Bergwijn, to be honest with you. So I think they've kind of solidified their spots in the team for now until Dele gets back. Then it's the question that's going on in our family chat as well. There's the question of if Dele comes in, does that mean he takes Lamela's role? Will Lucas be dropped for it?
100%.
It would be Lamela that would probably come, but Lucas has played a lot in the middle as well today. So either one of them will probably have to give way for Dele if Dele was to get back in the team. But at the moment, as waiting stands, Lucas and Lamela, I think they've impressed me today. They really have.
Well, the point is they need to make the place their own. I still think Lamela's end product is something that needs to work on. But this is what guaranteed booking. There you go. He's always going to do that. I was about to say, where has Lamela's booking been?
He's gone too long without a booking. He needs one just to kind of feel refreshed.
Pointless. Yes, run back, chase a ball, but kill the guy as well. But there you go. At least he's not in a dangerous area as far as we're concerned. But...
Wait till this finishes. You want to come for a walk?
I've got another stream after. Someone else's,
Let's go. Let's hope there's a third or fourth goal. I'd love to see Bale get some more minutes.
I think you could see Scarlett get ahead of him if we get a third or fourth, to be honest with you.
But at 2-0, he won't do it. There's no chance he'll do it.
No, not a 2-0.
Got to go 3 or 4.
Goodness, it's not 1. But yeah, 2-0, 25 minutes left to go.
Come on, Gareth. Show us what you made of.
It would be good if Gareth got on and then got a goal as well. But
saying on the radio they don't think Mourinho's the right manager to bring him up.
Yeah, but then also he's the only size, if that makes sense. Like he's the only one that's got the stature to bring that kind of player back to Spurs.
Come on. Oh, well played.
Where can he go? He's fouled there. He's not giving that as a foul.
It wasn't. It was bad play by the Millie.
He got the ball round him, and then the guy just literally pushed him. Oh, whatever.
I wasn't seeing a foul there. Sorry, George.
No, I think it's a foul all day long. But yeah, Tongi was skillful enough to get around him, and the guy tackles him to the ground. Yeah, not given as a foul. Well picked up by Aurea now. Oh, how's he not? Away from that. Don't complain about it. Sprint back. He just stopped. Tongi's filling in that role for him for now. Aurea's still not back in position. Why is he waiting?
That's what I like there.
No, but look what's happened. He hasn't got back in position, and now watch that.
Okay, we're on the break now. This is what we need. West Brom have had 2 attacks, and now we're on the break. Just how we got the second goal.
A foul for Sonny. Can Sonny get up on his feet so we could stop them from getting back?
Keep going.
Oh, Sonny's not. Sonny's just sitting. Oh, Mourinho was shouting at Doherty to hurry up there to get his stuff undone, to get his stuff taken, to get his t-shirt off. Yeah, maybe that's why Aurea wasn't. Maybe that's why Aurea wasn't sprinting back because he seems to be down injured. Tongi's grabbing it. I know he's doing it.
I can't tell who's injured, who's not at the moment.
Injured. Aurea's injured, and Ndombele was injured not too long ago. What on earth is going on here? I don't understand why the ref didn't even give advantage. Look, he literally hacks at Sonny right in front of the ref's nose, and is not even not even saying it was a foul at all. Doherty's going to come on for Serge Aurier. It looks like Serge Aurier has picked up a little knock in that kind of clash where we thought he should have got the ball ahead of the defender or the player, but it seems to be a little muscle injury on his calf. On his left calf.
That substitution. Okay, time for.
If we win today and beat City next week, we'll be in a much better position. Yeah, obviously. We need to just win. We need to just win every game that comes our way now. Everton on Wednesday away. It's going to be a tough game. They're playing quite well recently. Going to be a tough one. But today's a lot more promising, albeit against a weaker opponent, which, to be honest with you, I expect them to get relegated by the end of the season. But and we've got to be dominant against these teams. We have been. Man City's going to be a totally different test, but we beat them 2-0 last time out when they were dominant over us. So honestly, got no idea how that game's going to go. But here, yeah, we got Matt Doherty coming on for Serge Aurier because of the injury. That's our first substitution of the game, I believe. Hopefully Sonny's all right, and that was just more him just complaining to the ref. I think Serge Aurier had a really good game today. Really good game today. Been impressed with him. So a bit sad to see him come off in the 68th minute. But yeah, I think he's done pretty well. What do you make of him, guys? So we've got an Arsenal fan in the chat saying, "Are Tottenham in the title race with a laughing face?" Not knowing the fact that their team are still below us, even the fact we've got 2 games in hand and you guys are losing to Aston Villas and everyone else. I don't think you've got any sort of position to laugh. Because you're not even in the conversation for the top 10 right now. So, West Brom make a change as well. Phillips coming off. Oh, sorry, Grant coming off. Phillips is the one coming on for West Brom. 68.5 minutes into the match. About 20 minutes left. Just over 20. Well, I'd say probably about 25 minutes left of the game. Hopefully, I'd love to see a couple more goals from Spurs. Really do. I think 2-0 would be a bit more unjust. So, come on. A couple more would be great. A couple more Sonny goals as well. Just purely fantasy reasons, fantasy points, selfish reasons. He's already got 1 goal today, which is amazing, but more a hat-trick would be nice. I mean, not too much to ask, surely. Spurs kind of got the ball, middle of the pitch with Højbjerg, Lucas, passing in between each other.
Okay, I'm back. So Doherty's on, yeah?
Yeah, Doherty is on for Serge. I think he's got a calf muscle injury. I don't know if it was cramp. No, it wouldn't be cramp. I think they'll normally fix on the spot.
No, it wasn't cramp.
It was clearly from the collision when he went into that defender to try and get the ball.
Well, let's hope that's nothing serious. Like you say, he was having a really good game. But Doherty, you got your chance now. Let's see what you're made of, because we haven't seen it yet this season.
No, I agree.
You and Bale have been the big disappointments in terms of the summer transfers.
I think he will probably play against Everton as well, because I'd much rather us try and save if he hasn't got an injury. I'd much rather save Aurier for Man City. So Doherty's got to try and prove himself today, so he can actually play against Everton on Wednesday as well. Really. Got Man City Liverpool today as well at 3 after this game at 3 o'clock. That's going to be a belter of a match. You know what? With the way Man City have been this season, I think Man City are going to smash Liverpool. Liverpool have been so poor in 2021. Just only against Spurs they had a decent game. That's because we've been shocking. We're the only team they've scored a goal against in the Premier League in 2021, and they scored 3 against us. Apart from that, they haven't been able to produce anything. So I'm expecting Man City battering, to be honest with you today. But who knows?
Same.
Hang on.
Could easily see 3 or 4.
We are watching the Super Bowl. We'll be doing a stream for it as well. So yeah, it's all go today. All go today. Stream tonight. I don't even know what time it would even start. Midnight. It doesn't kick off.
Our time 11:30. The game.
Really? Don't they normally kick off at 2 in the morning?
Well, surely it depends on what side of the country they're at and where they're playing.
Sure wasn't the coverage starts at 11:30?
No, coverage starts at 10. Hour and a half build up. Kick off 11:30.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I'm actually glad that's the case. I don't want to have to be up at 4 in the morning, even though these do last about 4 or 5 hours. But as long as it doesn't start at 2 in the morning, that's brilliant. But yeah, who are we saying? If anyone's interested, I know we normally have a lot of American viewers in the chat. So if you guys are awake right now and you're watching this, who have you got? Have you got the Chiefs to win again, or the Buccaneers with Tom Brady winning it in probably one of the no one expected them to get anywhere near the Super Bowl at the start of the season, and now look at them. Just shows how good he is, man. He can literally carry teams. Right? He's like the LeBron James of NFL.
You and I just couldn't believe yesterday how old he is, aren't we?
I know,
we knew he was old, but we didn't know he was 43.
43, bloody hell. Bergwijn coming on. Who's that going to be? Is that going to be for like a Lucas or maybe Lamella just because of the yellow card, or what are we feeling? Is he going to be missed?
I want Lucas to stay on. I think Lucas has done better than Lamella has done today, and not just because of that goal. I think they're facing back.
My guess would be Lucas, Lamella purely because of the yellow card, and he's not going to risk him getting a second yellow. Would be my guess, but
I wouldn't be surprised to see Harry Kane come up.
Why do you think I was going to say you're making so much noise with your coat looking for welly boots? I didn't even know that's where we kept them. This little cupboard under the stairs. Oh no! Cool. See what happens when Mom comes in. We'll stream. There we go. Lamella is off for Bergwijn. I thought that would be the case. Just play it safe because it seems to be that Lamella will probably start against Man City, especially if Dele's not back in time. So it makes sense. It makes sense. And let's see what Bergwijn can offer us in the final 20 minutes of the match.
Yeah. I think you think Lucas will be in the number 10 role. He seems to have been more or less there, like you say.
He kind of has been there anyway. Like him, they've not been that wide. Both him and Lamella have been quite central throughout this game. It's only Sonny that's been kind of out on the left, and even he's kind of drifted in the middle a fair bit. We're playing quite narrow given the players we have, which is quite surprising.
Yeah, but we've had the width with Davis and Aurier.
With Aurier. That's what I like about it, though. I like that our fullbacks can get all the way up. Like, look how far forward Doherty is now.
Yeah, but just now, exactly what you said is Højbjerg was in the centre-half position just now.
Yeah, which is fantastic. Just let him drop in, let your fullbacks go up, and then by the time Aurier and Reguilón get to play again, will be a massive attacking threat. Because then you've got Aurier and Reguilón basically as wingers, and then you'll have Lucas, Lamella, Son, and Kane all central looking for the goals. Oh,
that's a lovely ball. Yeah, defenders going to
get decent effort from Son to play Doherty through on the right hand side. The centre back, West Brom centre back, forces it off the pitch for a Spurs throw, and we're back in possession again. Let's go, come on, Spurs! I want a couple more.
Well, let's face it, West Brom deserve to get relegated for their choice of kit. That should never be seen in Premier League football.
We did it in an Offsiders video for those that guys may not be aware. I'm part of a group called Offsiders. We did a video at the start of the season ranking kits, and we did the home and the away. And we weirdly got stick from West Brom fans, but they deserve it because their kits
horrid.
Disgusting. They're like they're barcodes, but worse in yellow and red. Even the home one looked horrible because all the stripes, every single stripe is a different size. So it's so horrible to look at. Horrible to look at. I think their main thing with it is, can we put other teams off by wearing the most disgusting kit in the Premier League? That's the only reason I see why they did that. All right, now we just got in possession on the back. 2-0. It's okay. We done well. I want to see more goals though. I want this to be
okay. But we are Spurs. We know that we're going to panic. So let's get the third and just have a relaxing day.
We technically did concede a goal. Quite lucky in the sense that he was offside. But it just goes to show that we are susceptible to concede these goals. So let's grab a couple more.
Should have done better there.
No foul. That's been no foul, of course. Just clipped him in the back of his leg.
Yeah.
No spam in there lit very much. I believe that's Chinese writing, and I cannot read it. So please don't spam it. Because we need everyone to have a chance to type as well. And I don't think the majority of people can read that in the chat. So either in English or just don't repeat the messages. They've got a player called OK coming on. Do you think he's any good?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's given that as a foul as well. What?
Davis just been hitting the nuts there. I only glanced up and it was happening.
I'm baffled what's happened there because I'm convinced that was a decent tackle from Davis, but he's given them the foul. Although it does seem to be that he's look, he kicks him.
Oh, that's
that could
be not
off because he's purposely kicked him in the nuts. There. Son got sent off last year against Rudiger for doing the same thing. That's a sending off all day long.
He has done that deliberately.
Thank you for the £1.
How have you got away with that?
For a set. for a sending off.
I can't believe that. I can't believe he's getting away with it. That is it's exactly the Sonny one, like you say. It's just shocking. Have they restarted play? Are they looking at it? There's been no indication. There's been no indication that they're going to VAR, but that is just mad. He's got away with it, I'm sure. Yeah, they're playing them.
Unbelievable.
Double standards again.
Kit Davis in the nuts. No matter how light it may look, he still does it with the intent to kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
And Son got sent off for that last year against Rudiger for literally the exact same thing. Son's looked a little bit more obvious, but it takes one replay there to see that
it was not accidental at all. Okay, we go again anyway. We'll get there. Come on, Lucas. Come on, these teams are there for the taking. Let's keep going, Spurs. Let's get a hold of the ball again. Let's get a third. Come on. Where are we? What's the chat saying? Everyone's saying it's a red. We're a joke. Yep, VAR is a joke. It's applied badly. I mean, I've seen Jamie Redknapp moaning about yesterday's sending off a Suchek, and it was mad. It's just ridiculous. They're not applying VAR correctly. You still need to ref a game, and they're getting it wrong all the time. Here come West Brom on the break. They're on the left-hand side. They've delivered, and it's just wide. Is that a corner or goal kick?
I remember a situation where Maguire did the same sort of thing, or Lindelof, whoever it was. It was a similar sort of thing off the pitch, where he goes up and kicks someone, and it didn't go back to that either. And I'm like, how are they not spot? It literally takes one replay. To see that he is intently gone upwards to kick him in the nuts, and they're not even going to look at that for a red card. But what baffles me is the ref knows he's done something because he's booked him. He's given him a yellow.
I'm liking the energy from Lucas. Lucas is running around so much.
Yeah, he seems to have energy the whole game, which is good. Cleared by Spurs. Oh, how was Kane not reading that? I thought it was a good touch by Lucas there. Oh, they've just kicked. West probably just kicked it straight off. They're having a mare today.
I was just about to say, last 5 minutes, you felt that we've lost the domination that we were having.
For Pereira, yeah, because they knew it was a red card. So, like, it was pretty obvious. They weren't risking that happening again. Unbelievable. Oh, it wasn't Pereira. It was someone else. No. It was a cat trying to come in.
So of course I'll big up Mora, so he goes and kicks the ball off for no reason at all.
Oh, but that always happens. Always.
Come on, Bale, put him on.
Like every time I've said so-and-so players playing well, they go and give away a foul or give the ball away or something.
Yeah. Commentators.
It was so good, foul someone. Brilliant. I mean, Bale is warming up, so could potentially see him come on for Lucas, maybe. Or even Sonny, if you want to rest.
I think it'll take Harry off. Give him a break. It's only like 8 minutes to go.
Maybe, but still, yeah. 8 minutes left. Well, ball whipped in across.
Well, you wouldn't take Mora off because he's been playing really well there. Sonny.
Oh, I feel like Sonny could come off because even though he scored, he's not necessarily been involved. He's got to be offside as well.
Miles offside again. He's put it away.
Easily got to be miles offside again. That one was more obvious than the one before.
I mean, that's a problem. Who is that, George? They're 9.
That's that West Ham player I said, Diagne. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah, another one. Yeah, he's miles offside.
I mean, he has been poor throughout. He just looks too overweight. Yeah, just doesn't look a Premiership footballer to me. Sorry. I can talk about being overweight, but just doesn't look it. And that's their problem. If you're going to play like this, you've got to have someone that make a difference up front. Right, so West Brom with the ball on the halfway line, looking for options. They're not quite sure what to do as an attacking threat. Just playing the ball amongst the back line. We're closing down well. We win the ball back. Our throw in near the halfway line. Okay, I'm hungry now. I haven't had my breakfast. I'm hungry.
It's had lunch. You should have been more prepared.
Yeah, I should have done, but I couldn't get out of bed. Went to bed late and then obviously got up late. And we're going to have a late one tonight, aren't we? So.
Oh, I'm definitely having a nap later. How can I? Too many games on. Like
I can't. I've got work to do that I've got to get done today.
Oh god, this West Brom team are terrible. They've got to be
better. They are useless. I mean, let's face it.
Anything from them today that suggests that they're a decent team whatsoever.
But you still get some critical people. I've just seen on another chat people moaning that, against a better team, they would have made more of their chances. Oh, really? What else do you want today?
Why are you complaining? We're actually playing well.
Because they're anti-Mourinho and anti-Jose and just want to be negative all the time.
It's an agenda. I ain't got time for people with agendas. Actually analyze it properly. We're playing extremely well. The best we've played in a long time. We're scoring goals and we're not conceding them. The two that we did concede were miles offside. So he wouldn't have scored them if he wasn't. So.
I mean, if it wasn't obvious before, it just shows you what an amazing player Harry Kane is. How different this team can look. Yeah. Looks with and without him. And Pep said it and got slated the other year when he said it's the Harry Kane team. But it is. We are nothing without Harry Kane. But he is world class, without a doubt. And it's not just his goal scoring. It's his all-round game and just what he brings to the team as well. It's unreal. The only surprising thing today is we've not seen anything defensively from him. Basically, because West Brom, you'd expect them to get a few corners and then he'll be clearing defensively as well. But they are poor. There's no doubt about it. But we still had to win the game. And we've done well. We want to see the confidence back in. Season kickstarts today, guys. We are back.
Oh, look, every team has a bad spell. We've had ours now, hopefully. Well, I say that it's hard to judge because we have got Man City next weekend, which we shouldn't be expected to win.
That will be a very, very different game.
That will be an extremely different game. But all in all, I would like to think that our bad patch has happened now. There's no shame in losing to a Man City team if they totally destroy us, because at the end of the day, they are walking this league right now.
Oh, they are walking it.
So there would be no shame. I don't think fans should ever go into a meltdown if we lose to a City, because let's be honest, they're going to win the league. It's about all these other games we have going on after. It's about Everton coming up. It's about West Ham after. Those are the kind of games we need to actually prove we're back on it. And we need to at least show fight against City. I don't want us to bend. Not a handball. I don't want us to bend over against them and to get battered at the same time. Yeah. I don't mind bending over like it was against the home match because we ended up winning 2-0. If that ends up happening, fine. But if you're bending over, letting them have all the ball and attack everything and lose, then it's just embarrassing at that point.
I don't understand where there was a free kick there. Okay, West Brom have a free kick and they've got the ability to cross the ball into our area now with just 5 minutes left, 4 or 5 minutes left. It will be interesting to see, are they going to make us nervous over the last few minutes? Right by the touchline, but they've got a chance. I don't see what a foul is. Toby, apparently it's Toby, because it can't be that one by Davis. I don't understand what the foul was, sorry. Don't get it. But they've got the chance to deliver in the area. We know we've been weak.
I think the standard refereeing today has been so poor. there's so many fouls that I don't think were fouls, and vice versa. Ones that should have been fouls.
What a terrible free kick they took there.
I know. I feel like every player was like confused. Who ended up going? Oh, look at the general sweeping up.
He just went to soccer. I'll see you later, mate.
Best Pierre in North London.
Referees.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Lucas was shielding him, trying to like shield the ball, and the guy pulls him down, and yet the referee gives nada. What is going on?
Shocking.
Unreal. And the one early, you know, when I was saying Sonny was going through, and it was right under the ref's nose where the guy purposely kicked at Sonny, didn't even give that as a foul or anything. I'm like, what? Well, with 2 minutes left, it doesn't look like anyone's coming on. And if they do, it will probably be in the 90th minute just to kind of waste time from Jose, whoever that may be.
Yeah, so Bale can't get on the pitch when they're...
Well, it might still be Bale. It would just be that.
Come on the pitch for 90 seconds. For a minute. That's almost insulting. I'd rather he put Scarlett on. Yeah.
Actually, you're right. I think I would rather he did as well. Just to say that he got his little Premier League appearance and get a little run out. Oh, could you imagine that Scarlett then like buried on 93rd minute, third goal? That'd be class.
Right, but West Brom got a chance to deliver a ball into the area.
It's got to be a goal kick.
It should be a goal kick, yes. We're okay.
We're all good. 89 minutes in. It's been a comfortable game today, man. Very comfortable game today, I think. Very dominant in possession, dominant in attacks as well. Son and Kane getting on the score sheet again. Fantastic news. Lucas and Lamela look like they made a difference in the side today. And I mean, obviously, Kane starting as Kane playing this game is...
Kane's made a difference, guy. Without a doubt.
Huge difference.
Without a doubt.
And if I'm being honest, like I said earlier in the stream, it does feel like we have a plan when we attack now. There seems to be a few options that we go for rather than just...
We actually haven't done many of the balls from Toby at the back, lumping it up pitch. We've actually played through midfield.
Yeah.
And got the ball out wide, which is what you expect. You know, we can't get carried away. It's against a team that's very likely going to be relegated. But you can only beat the players in front of you, the team in front of you. And that's what we've done. We've dominated the game, play positive, can't get carried away, but looking much better than anything we've done in the last few weeks.
See what happens when we can finally attack with decent players.
There you go. Harry's back now. So I expect him to head this.
Oh, well, they've gone the wrong side, to be fair. Come on, Lucas. Lucas has provided,
hit him on the break. Come on, Lucas.
Lucas provided a really good energy in the team.
The guys went to take it quickly.
That is hilarious.
Picked up the ball and started getting. Good to see he's enjoying his football again.
That's funny, to be fair. I almost wanted him to take it just for the bants.
Let's not forget, Sam Allardyce was England manager, believe it or not, for a period of time and only got the sack because of off-the-field activities.
Hasn't he got the best record of any England manager? Because he had 1 game, 1 win, 100% record. Oh, nice hold-up play from Tongi. Tongi lost in the 90 minutes is good too, considering he looked injured earlier, and he seems to be on it today now anyway. So
it's so funny the way he runs, though.
I know.
He always looks like I can't be bothered to run. It's just his running style.
The fact that he can last 90 minutes and actually play well. Although they're showing the replay of Allardyce doing the throw-in. Bergwijn kept it in the corner. Throw into Spurs right by the corner flag. By West Brom's corner flag. Clean sheet's important today as well. Just as important as the goals. I think our defence has been so leaky recently that this is confidence filling. What I will say, though, as much as I think Sanchez overall has had a decent game, he hasn't been tested as much. And
you can't judge it. I was going to ask you that question, and I went, what can we talk about?
Well, my issue is when we do come up against a decent opponent, I think he would struggle because there's been a few moments in this game, like the one where Luis saved it on the line. That was because Sanchez was caught out of position and was not marking the striker.
That's an aerial threat, which isn't really what we should get from Man City next week.
Well, you'd hope not. But Rodri's pretty tall.
There you go. Scarlett's coming
on for the last minute. There you go.
Hey, you listen to us. He listens to us. If you're doing a minute, don't put Bow is embarrassing.
16. He looks about 12, like 12. Sun's coming off. Scarlett coming on.
Will he touch the ball? We got 1 minute to touch the ball.
Oh, please, 1 minute. I'll beg you score. It'll be so good.
Oh,
it'll be so good.
I'm loving his shirt number.
What, 53?
Yeah, that's my age.
He looks so small compared to everyone. I want him to stick on that last strike. Go on, give us Scarlett, give him a touch.
Let's go.
Oh,
5 goals for the under 20. Was it the under 23s where he scored 5?
I think 18.
In one game.
Oh, go on, Lucas.
Oh, tried to take on the whole team. Very close.
He should have popped it off earlier, man. He should have popped off earlier.
We were hoping the ball would get to Scarlett, but it didn't happen.
Oh, there's 20 seconds left. Please. Just get it towards him. He hasn't even touched it yet. Come on. Oh, not happening.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much. A cup of tea finally arrives now with 2 seconds left of the game.
You're so well. Sorry I was cooking. How dare I?
Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
He's booked. I think it was a late challenge on Sanchez, I think. Yeah, so Gallagher's been given a yellow card. I mean, that's it. As soon as Toby or kicks this up or whatever we do, that's got to be full. Oh, it's a shame, man. I want to just kick it to Scarlett so at least he touches it. So at least touches the ball in this game. He's just going to. He's got to blow.
Oh, mate, Gallagher's done that long before booking. To
he did it on the head. But there we go. Full time. Tottenham 2-0. Could have got more goals, but you can't complain with that performance because that performance was total domination from start to finish from Spurs. Kane getting on the score sheet, coming back. Sonny getting on the score sheet again, which is what we want to see as Spurs fans. We just look so much more comfortable with Kane there. Everything about that game was so much better with him on the pitch. Hopefully, Reguilon can get back soon. Lucas and Lamela, credit to them. Lucas brought an energy for the whole 90 minutes, which was great. And I feel like Lamela was trying to create a lot before he got subbed off after being on a yellow card. So, you know what? Good win from Spurs. We'd all want more goals, but the way we've been playing recently, I don't think we can complain with that result whatsoever. But no doubt people, the Jose haters, will find a way to complain. They'll say, oh, not good enough. We've got Kane, all these people back in the team, but we didn't score 5 goals. Man City would have killed these, blah, 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 blah. Did I remind you, Man City drew to West Brom earlier this season. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. We needed that. I think Cousin pointed out we're 4 points off of 4th now with a game in hand. That game in hand being Aston Villa, which Arsenal, wink, wink, struggled to get a result at yesterday. But is it Villa at home or away? Which one's the one that we've got that was postponed? I think it was.
I think it's away.
Actually, you might be right there. I can't quite remember. But either way, good to get the clean sheet. Good to get the victory. Let me see if I can whip up the Premier League table now just to see what the situation's looking like for Spurs, so I can show you guys. Right, let me just zoom in because it's a bit. Right. So. Share screen, tab, that one. And there we go. Right, so people, this is the situation right now in the Premier League.
You're so far down.
So we are 7th. We're on 30. Where's the points one? Yeah, 36 points after. Oh wait, has it included? Yeah, it must have.
Why has it not got the green tick on the left?
Yeah, they haven't fixed the tick, but it's definitely included because when I checked, we were 9th with 3 points. So we're level with Chelsea, same games, almost the exact same thing. We've all had 10 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. 36 goals for as well. There's only 1 goal difference. Other than that, Spurs have had almost the exact same season. So we go ahead of Chelsea purely because we've conceded one less goal than they have, which I think is quite. I didn't notice that before. That's quite funny. But yeah, but the good news is, I mean, I know Everton have got a game in hand on us, but we've got 2 games in hand on the likes of West Ham and Man United. Obviously, Liverpool and Man City are to play today. Leicester need to play today, later on today as well, I believe. So we'll see how those results go. Leicester playing Wolves. And then, if I just scroll down a little bit. Who's here? Who's here? So we've got a game in hand on Arsenal and still 5 points ahead of them. Interesting. So that result's good. That means we are 4 points off of Liverpool. Hopefully, Liverpool get battered by City today because at this point, this is City's league to win. No one cares, let's be honest. So hopefully, City batter them. City wins the league, whatever, because we're too far off of it. 11 points is too much. So hopefully they win, which means that we've got a chance to get back up in there. But the next Premier League game is Man City away. So I'm not going to expect too much from that game. However, I'll just love to see us go out, fight, and go out a little bit more attacking like we were today. Today was good to watch. It was enjoyable to watch, and we won the game and didn't concede any goals. So for all the doom and gloom it's been the past few weeks, and as much as we can say, oh, look where we would have been if we didn't throw those games, that's pretty obvious, right? Every team could say the same thing. It's looking better. But next week is crucial. Obviously, we've got Everton on Wednesday in the FA Cup. We'll probably field a little bit more of a second team, I'd imagine, purely because we've got Man City next Saturday. And that's where I think Jose is going to focus all out. And then I believe we've got Europa League the week after that. So tough couple weeks coming up. I think actually West Ham might even be after Man City.
West Ham soon. I know West Ham soon, yeah.
West Ham fixture after Man City. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks is going to be very, very tough indeed. But if we dig deep and we perform like we did today, we should start seeing much better results. We should do, hopefully. Yeah, that's all right. It worked out in the end.
Let's not forget, guys. If you're around later, we will be watching streaming the Super Bowl live. We will be watching that with our from a British football fan's point of view. We'll be watching the American Super Bowl. I say the American, don't they argue it's a world Super Bowl, even though there's only American.
So I think we've got
a Canadian team.
Liverpool deluded, even though we're literally only 4 points behind, and you guys are losing to everyone else except for us. So they lost to Burnley and Brighton at home is embarrassing for you guys. So we'll see. It's just ridiculous saying deluded when it's literally only 4 points and the way the season's gone. Liverpool, for all we know, could end up finishing 8th this season. That's how mental it is. So don't speak too soon. I've learned that the hard way. All right.
Yeah. Yep, we did get carried away earlier in the season, didn't we? Quite rightly after that run of 3 games.
It looked great. We weren't conceding goals. We were scoring.
We were top, beating Arsenal, beating City.
City drew into Chelsea, who at the time were doing well. So it was like, okay, you can Chelsea away 0-0, fair result. And then it kind of just went downhill after that Arsenal game. So could you blame us? We were flying at the start, top of the league for 3 weeks.
We'd beaten Man U 6-1. We stuffed Southampton after we were losing. We ended up beating them 5-2. We were absolutely bossing West Ham, and then it all went wrong on that one. So we've definitely had our moments this season, but we've also had our dreadful moments as well. And we know that. And this has been a tough month, tough year, calendar year. So, we're played against an extremely poor team today without any shadow of doubt, West Brom. They battled well. They defended well from where they can. But I did say that, well, I said it'd be last 15 minutes. To be fair, it was half hour to go when we scored our goals. But it's not unsurprising when you're just attacking the other team's defending. You should get the opportunities. And when you've got class players like Son and Kane, I mean, basically Kane missed a couple of chances earlier in the game, but keeps his head up, keeps going. And that's what you need. That's what the top class players do.
No matter how many chances he missed, I was always confident he would get the goal because you could tell his hunger and his eye for the goal today was just like that. And you know what kind of person Kane is. he would be fuming at himself for missing those first 2 chances on his left foot. So you just know you give him a good chance on his right, which Højbjerg delivered it on a platter for him, and easy slots it home as Kane does because he's world class. So expected it massively, man. It was great news.
So it'll be interesting to see the FA Cup team that we choose midweek.
I'm not expecting Kane to play that game. It's actually one of those weird situations where do you want Kane playing so he can get his minutes back up and his fitness back up and this, that, and the other? Or do you just really not want to risk him getting injured for City at the weekend? It's a tough one to mix. I think it's a good chance to play Vinicius again.
I think so. Vinicius,
the Man City game's too important. I'd like to see Vinicius, Lucas Bale with Son and Kane on the bench. So if they are needed, because we've done that a few times.
Exactly, we've done that.
You'd expect. I think Højbjerg might play. I think it might be like a Højbjerg Sissoko. If it's Winks and Sissoko, I think it is too much change. I think if he does like a totally second team. So I'm still expecting Højbjerg to play.
Yeah, but Højbjerg has been playing so many games this season.
But he's playing so many games so well as well is the problem. Like you miss him when he's not in the team is the problem.
Yeah, so, I know.
We'll have to see how it goes. But I'm just expecting a slightly weaker team on Wednesday. Maybe Dyer comes back into the team because it's FA Cup. And then it goes back to Toby Sanchez, or maybe it's Toby Rodon.
Well, I'll be fascinated to see against Man City whether he plays with Sanchez and Alderweireld again, or whether he brings Dyer back in. I'm suspecting he's going to bring Dyer back in.
I think so as well. I think as much as Sanchez has done a lot better today than obviously previous games he's played, like I said, he wasn't tested that much. And even the moments he was tested, we conceded 2 offside goals. And the other one was a line on the line save from Lloris because Sanchez was out of position and not marking the striker. So for me, I think if you had a top quality team that we were coming up against today, I think Sanchez would have been caught out big time, in my opinion. So
you know what? I'm going to give a little shout out to Ben Davies today. I think there was once when we felt he wasn't goal side when he should have been, but he attacked a lot more today, and he looked good today. But again, it's so hard to judge when the opposition is so weak. It's so hard to judge. But they did what he had to do, what he could do there. He got into some great positions, a couple of really good runs. So that's good to see because he could have gone the other way with his confidence after that last game.
But it's good. It's the clean sheet will be massive. The clean sheet's huge for us today, I think, as well. That will be a little bit of a confidence booster for the defense, which we can keep that going into the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So. And as I say, Hugo only had one thing to do, but he did it really well. I think there was a bit of luck with his save as well. The initial save was really good, and it just hit his elbow. He fell right, but he made that
quickly to stop it. So I think he did. Cool. So, I think we're done here, guys. I'm joining another stream to talk about the match. I think in about 15 minutes' time, so I need a little break between that. On the Spurs web again. It was like I was on there before the match midweek, but we're now doing it after, I believe. So appreciate you all from dropping in and liking and subscribing, as you may have done. And for the regulars, I appreciate you guys stopping by as usual. So thank you.
And for those of you that fancy it, we'll see you later for the Super Bowl.
See you later for the Super Bowl. We'll probably...
If anyone wants to beat that £500 donation that Expression's got, feel free.
Yeah, sorry about that. If you're saying it's like 11:30 kickoff time, we don't want to be on too much.
11
p.m., 11:15 p.m.
UK don't do a half hour. 11:15. We don't know enough to do. We don't know enough to do.
We just sit here and chat. We just watch the.
Watch the entertaining. Let me know. Put your notification, guys. If you press the notification buttons,
you'll know the exact time.
You'll know when it's coming on.
Okay, right, much love for the support today. Really appreciate you guys coming out, and we'll see you guys next time. Let's go.
Yeah. Bye.
Boys.